All right, my name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. Let's write it down. Get that tab and a pen ready to go so we can begin. See, here's the thing that happens. I'm online 6 days a week. I've been in front of people 6 days a week, in front or online for 49 years. I help set a lot of the credit system behind the scenes. So what does that mean for you? I know how to get you where you need to go in rules and tools. It's like this, high leverage of credit, leveraging the rewards and all the things you do. We're measured by 3 things. So let's go basically to the board. I'd like you to get your tab and pen out. Please, could you do that now? Write things what I write, please. I'd like you to write down the word you right here. Here's you, okay? Now, let's understand. Here's your wife or husband, okay? So I don't know if you're a man or woman. Here's husband or a wife. Okay, let's just put this, no problem. So there's 2 of you. Well, let's understand something, what happens to all of us. Okay, I've been married for decades, okay, no problem. I got 6 beautiful kids, 5 girls and a boy, and 13 grandkids. So what happens is we have separate people. In other words, we have a separate credit report. My children have reports, my wife, so do I. Now, for me and my wife, we keep credit separate because guess what? If I get sued and screwed up, they can't go after her because I have basically a marriage agreement. See, we have a problem in California. It's private community debt. If they sue me, they would sue her. If they sue her, they would sue me. So I'm going to suggest, ladies, understand something, a marriage agreement. What does that do? It separates liability. That way you're both not sued and screwed up at the same time. So understand something. I want to repackage your life. I want you to think about a lot of things today. Get your tab and pen ready to begin because there's a lot of information I'm going to give you. So understand, husband and wife. God made us one. Credit's separate. There's also the thing you're going to do. I want you to understand the word or, not and. We're going to go through that process. So let's go back in time just a little bit. You, back in time, what did you do? You turned around, we're told at 14 to 16 years old to go get an SSN. Now, if you did it in 71, that means you were born. That means mommy had to do it at the hospital. See, this is federally mandated if you don't know this. So we're going to go to the board. We're going to understand something. I want you to write down SS5. Please write down SS5 equals SSN equals 1040. Okay? See, the IRS is in control. Okay? You might not think it or want it or understand it. It's what it is. They're in control. So when we get the SSN, Social Security number, it's connected to a 1040 tax return. And I want you to understand that. That's how it works. So understand we look at these pieces. So here we have husband and wife or you, okay? All right, based on how it basically plays out for your life. Separate the pieces. Why? If you sign something together, the reality is you put the word and, okay? That means both of you have to sign it at the same time, okay? Now, we're going to live, we're going to die. I want you to plan to die as we plan to live. Sorry, this is the way I am. I'm directly to the point. The goal for me is to protect my assets and my family. So if all of a sudden, basically, someone passes and gets to the better place, how are you going to sign it with the word and? So you can't. So that's why you're stuck in a probate. You did not plan the problem. You did not plan, and your lack of planning is your failure at getting to $1 million dream to billionaire. Okay, so understand the word and, no. You're going to put the word or, write down or. We're going to go through this process many, many times. You have to understand, my goal and mission for you is to repackage your life. Repackage your life. And that's what I want to do. But again, I need you to listen. I need you to write it down. So let's understand something. Let's go over here. And let's have this little here, simple. We're going to balance. What are we trying to do? Well, the reality is very simple. We're trying to do tax balancing. So if we look at this as the IRS right here, IRS is tax balancing. You or your wife or husband or wife, whatever it is, balancing with here. Okay? We get a paycheck. All right? We look at the check when we first got our first check and it's like, oh, what the crap? Where's my money? You go to HR and they go, well, the IRS gets their cut before you get the leftover. See, that's how it works. The IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover, and that's how it works for consumers. But the corporation doesn't pay tax on what has left over. So that's why rich and famous people get to win. Instead of complaining, you just join them. So what do we get to do? So let's understand something here, okay? I want you to think about 3 divisions of you. 3 divisions of you, okay? I want you to focus on something, and I want you to write down employer, entity, you. Employer, entity, you. Can you write that down for me, please? Now, I need you to understand something. There's a form called the SS4. The SS4 is a universal form. People forgot that in the first place. And there's 26 ways to use the SS4. 26 ways. It says employer, it says entity, it says you. It's right on the top of the form. So you had chances to try, and unfortunately you didn't chance to try, and you brought the pain home. Most of you have crappy credit, most of you have little credit cards, and that's a bunch of crap, in my opinion. I want to rebuild you the right way, because I think the world's trying to confuse you. So let's understand what happens. Every division of you, write down division of you, has the ability to have an SS4, okay? SS4. If we, the people, the Constitution, international constitutional laws and rights that I did, my thesis years and years ago, okay, what's the Bill of Rights? What's this and that? So understand what happens. We have to look at something called bankruptcy. We have to understand when blank hits the fan, because you are measured by three things. You're measured by credit, all right, money, and time. Credit, money, and time. That's what it is. Credit, money, time. Credit, money, time. Write it down. If I'm out of time, have no money, I have no credit, then I'm always screwed up. What happens is the average person screws up their credit themselves because they don't know what they're doing, and they drag it on for 6 years and have a bunch of crap. And they make a big mess. And they bring the pain home. The goal is to never bring the pain or stop bringing the pain home. And I own rights to both of those things that I just said. So what do we do here? So what happens is, let's draw a line here. Okay, let's draw that line. What happens if one of these screwed up, we have the ability to look at bankruptcy code. I'm not here to be seeking attorney under the what? Protection Act. See, they did away with debtor's prison in the 1700s. So we have basically the bankruptcy code, or automatic stay, federal protection, which means we could bankrupt one of these pieces and have other pieces. You didn't plan the problem, and what you did is you got your assets kicked. The lack of knowledge is the most stupidity thing man and woman have. We're getting older, slower, not as pretty as it used to be. You got to focus because you're 35 to 75 years old, most of you, and you're screwing up. I don't understand. So we're going to understand something here. Now let's look at banks. I don't care what bank it is right now. Your four majors. Wells Fargo, the fine they had to settle was $1.2 billion 2 weeks ago. Wells Fargo, B of A, Chase, US Bank. Okay, they had to make all these settlements. Credit One had to make settlements. Cap One has to make settlements. All these people screw people out of money and screw it up, but they write it off on their taxes. So right now you have 21,000 locations. 21,000 locations at banks closing down. Banks have branch numbers. Branch numbers. Got it? Now the branches, you understand the word branch number, allow that branch to have a separate tax ID. That's why it has a number to it. A branch number, a legal identifier. The number of the branch of B of A is because of the legal identifier. Again, not here to be seeking an attorney. What I want you to understand is what happens. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the line of defense. They're bankrupting locations because they signed a 100-year lease. 100-year lease. 100 years. Bankrupt, bankrupt, bankrupt. They keep all the assets and the money, and they write it off on their taxes, and the IRS allows it. See, they're doing what they're allowed to do, cities and states and everything else, but you are doing what you're allowed to do because no one taught you how to play the game. No one taught you the rules and tools that I helped set up in the first place. So what do we get to do? Now, what do I mean by that? We had TRW, Thomas Raymond Woolridge, back in the 70s and 80s, okay? They made bicycle parts in El Segundo, California, one of the areas I was raised in. And what happens from there, they became a Spear in 96. I'm the one that got to train Ken Yarborough. He's security chief at TRW. My idea and concept was I want the oldest card, that was me, and 29% rule. 29%, 25, 26 rule, understand? So the oldest card and the rules and tools. So what happens is it's like anything else. The moment you take your credit cards and you jack these suckers up, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. You're nice people, most of you. Most of you are nice, good people. But the moment your credit dropped, they treat you like you know what. And you don't know what to do next. It's confusing because people keep screwing this up. See, this is an excuse. Every card you have should have a sticky in the back of it. Sticky. This is a 10, this is a 50. Do I want 2 of these or 10 of these? I want 10 of these. The next thing was designed in the system, you should have 11 accounts. Between house, car, and everything else, and credit cards. Again, store cards. 11 accounts. So to build a solid report, this is how we set it up in the 70s and 80s. But understand, then your excuse will be, I had to max it out because I got an emergency. See, that's a bunch of BS. Okay, BS. Why? These cards don't fluctuate. Write it down. These cards don't what? Fluctuate. They're unlimited up to $1 million. And the paid over time limit, POT, I got them to do 18 years ago, is 100,000. And I always show some of my wife's cards. Because there's always some dang, do you really have the cards? There's always some turd trying to always talk out there, you know what's, their ears. So if I jack these up, my score never drops. Ever, ever, ever. As long as I maintain the payment. That's what it is. So if we had the rules and tools, which you're going to learn today, you can make sure you don't screw it up again. Most of you have screwed up your credit 10 times in your life easily because you're doing the up and down show. Your lack of knowledge is what's screwing you up. I make millionaires and billionaires. I've helped 50 million people. I'm known as the incorporator for rich and famous. I did Ronald Reagan's 2 corps of those. I did even Bill Clinton back here on the wall. Fishboy and all these rich and famous people. Okay. But I've helped average people just like me. I was born in a friggin' taxi. She didn't want me. I got thrown in a trash can. I got to be raised with a girl's friggin' name. She wanted me to be tough, like the boy named Sue. That sucks when you go to school in the Watts, Torrance, Long Beach. All right, you got to learn to kick it or run, or rather die than run. So let's fight for what we want. Do you understand how to fight? We got to fight for what we want because everybody seems to be against us. It's like we're living in hell. So let's understand. I want you to think about the United States of America. The United States of America, incorporated, okay? Supreme Court says corporation's a legal person. Because they're so smart, every city's a corporation. Unless it says unincorporated area, okay? Now let's watch. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy, Chapter 9. That means they get to wipe out the damn debts, stay in business in front of you, and I don't think you paid attention. I think you let life just pass you by and you're just trying to do your best, but the reality is that's not good enough. We got to understand knowledge. God gave us the ability to learn. If we turn these up and we write things down, we record, but it's going to be up to you. So there's our focus so far. Got it? Banks, grocery stores, and cities, everybody playing with the IRS, doing the rules and tools, and you had chances to do this, well, you blew it. We watched Donald Trump debate Hillary Clinton. His tax bill was $750. It's not true. If you looked at the small print, that actually $750 was the filing fee. Okay, he paid no tax. Rich and famous people should not have to pay tax ever. We should all join them. If they're providing jobs, shut up. Simple. Debt offsets taxes. So we have to use the IRS's rules and tools. We have to understand how this works. But again, it's like this, the score. I guarantee everybody, flat out in writing, if you do what you're told, you have a 770. Easily. Easily. I do 750s all the time. It's easy if you do what you're told. But again, will you do what you're told? I don't want to be told. No. Then keep listening to a bunch of ding-dongs out there. We got choices. Take a picture. I believe the next mistake you all made, sorry, because I want to tell you the truth, and that's how it works. I'm online 6 days a week, no problem. You drove by the Wendy's restaurant the other day. It was on the right-hand side, no problem. And then you saw the Jack in the Box on the left-hand side. And you didn't bother to say, why don't I own it? Why don't I own it? I don't understand. Why are you driving by what you could have owned a piece of? You could have owned a piece. I don't understand. Most of you are 50 to 70 years old. That's right. And you're working your assets off. And you want the American dream, and you think you're disappointed. Some of your friends and family probably ripped you off too. It's just the way it works. It sucks. That is your future. That should have been your future a long time ago. I can just tell you about me. When I got my first million of the corporation, when I invented car finding and all my other patents, I was 14 and a half. What did you do then? I didn't go to high school. I was at Owens Coast College driving a Lamborghini. I got my first billion at 21 through corporate structure, 2.6 billion at 26. And the reality is I'm not just talking smoke. You can verify I was at the Bonaventure every Wednesday night. Ontario, Orange County, and Long Beach, 32 years, second largest advertiser in California. I got no BS to give you besides I'm going to challenge you and get you off your ass heads. There's your future. The future is income. Write it down. We live off income. We live off income. Stop trying to be rich. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. The corporation can be rich, not you. Ever not you. You're going to do it right. But me, I like to play. I want to play the game and I want to win. See it, believe it, go get it. Take pictures of what I ask you to do because everything else is a waste of time. Me, simple. What did I do? I got raised in this hellhole. I got a Mrs. Hope using and abusing me, eating out of a trash can, being homeless. Sucks. I was pissed off. The only way you can do when you're pissed off is accept it or read. I got lost in 15 books a week. I want to read everything because every time I talk to a grown-up, I thought I'm talking to an idiot. And they were stupid. When I grew up, they were all stupid. So every time I turn around, someone's putting me down. There's me holding the record for the highest kick and fastest kick in 1981 at the YMCA in El Toro. I hit the damn light with my head and kicked it. So I got no excuses. Neither do you. You got to get off your assets and go get it. I like goodies. You like goodies? I had a lesson, and everything to me is listening and learning, and a lesson of life. I'm 8.5 years old. I went and I sold seeds, clackers, and Mojars all weekend. I got my 52 bucks. $52, yeah! The devil's wife grabs some money and says, you're paying rent. I was paying rent since I was 8.5 years old. Didn't that suck? These lousy people are getting money from the state and federal government, and I'm paying rent. What did I do? What I always did. I went back to the library. See, all I had is research in my brain that God gave me. And that was my goal. I found savings bonds. I find I bonds and double E bonds I really like for my kids. So I wanted to protect the money. See, this is what you want. You want this. But the problem is this is not even money. See, they haven't had money for years. This is a legal tender. It is a Federal Reserve note. That's all it is. It's a little tender, a promise to pay. See, you don't get it yet so far. This is a game you have to learn to win. Every goal, every mansion, every Lamborghini, every helicopter, yacht, always a division. See, I got a problem. There's always someone trying to sue me and screw me up. See, you don't realize something right now, maybe you do. Life is like, plan the problem because it's going to happen. They just don't know when. I like goodies and mansions, do you? That's the backyard, one of the houses. Isn't that okay? 5 islands in Huntington Harbor. I got houses in all of them at the same time. Gonna play. We're gonna win. This week, we're in the process of helping people. This week, the goal is basically to help breast cancer USA and help whatever we can. Our goal, I told everybody, if we can reach that $100,000 goal, which we usually do all the time, we're gonna give 10% and write a check or wire whatever they want. So today, to reach the goal, we have a lot of goodies that are discounted because we want to motivate you to do it now, and then zell. So again, I want you to think about this today as well. Winning the game of business. My first series, I tried to help people. Okay, 1976. Page 6, paragraph 3 says cash flow for your time. I wrote that. I also put financial freedom for 30 some odd years in my info commercials and the blueprint of success. So I have to tell people to stop using it like Tony Robbins and Kiyosaki, because that's why now they put the word the financial freedom. There's copycats everywhere stealing your goodies. That's how it works. Don't tell your friends and family an idea until you understand one thing. Get it trade name, trademark, and copyright protected. Because when you tell them, they might steal your idea, and you're asking people who've never done anything at all and never what they think. Why would you ask somebody who hasn't done dilly squat what they think? I don't understand that. Winning the game of business, my first version of that, 1976. By the way, I was 16. 16! A couple $1 million in the bank. We can play. My next version was very simple. I wanted to create the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I actually wanted to call it Books for Dummies, but that was already taken. So here, what did I do? 12 books, a book for every month to master the 1,000 steps and rules and tools. I made it idiot-proof because I feel idiot and stupid when I do something new. So I actually named it The Blueprint of Success as well. I've had to tell Tony Robbins stop using it. I own it. Get your own stuff, okay? I like your motivation, but what sucks now, okay? And quit copying by doing this by Tony. Okay, that's ridiculous. Daisy chaining of credit. What I learned a long time ago about the SSN and SS4 is how to take and create more credit. So in other words, today, okay? If I take one of these cards here, at any time, I can get 99 more. 99 more. See, your problem is after you get your credit to the score you want it to be, you're going to screw it up again. You did it 10 times already. You're going to screw up again and again because you don't have rules and tools to get the discipline to make sure you don't do it again. Okay? Understand? So if I get one of these cards, whatever one I want, what do I get to do? I can daisy chain it 99 times. Corporate credit, borrow money is not taxable. Write it down, borrow money is not taxable. And understand, I get to write the interest rate and the credit card. It's all a damn write-off. Pay tax or pay off the bills, or pay tax or create debt. So again, I can get 99 more of these things. Would you like 99 more? How many would you like? When you start a business, before you start the business, you should see me so I can build you the credit to finance it. Instead, what did you do? You stole it from your family. You jacked it up and got stuck. By the way, that sucks. I just tell it like it is. But again, it's up to you. That creates one card, $1 million of credit. Every division separates liability. Every division has its own credit file, if we play the game. When I'm training Yarborough in 1987, I created a dashboard instantly set up a report by using social or tax ID. I knew this is a universal form. I knew we only get one of those suckers. And that was it. But again, I created something that made sense to me because I didn't understand what made sense in front of the world. I don't think they paid attention. Every time there was a problem, I created a solution. I can create a credit file in less than 5 minutes for a person corporate division anytime. I can create a file that instant. Boom, there it is. But again, if we're going to be in business or protect our assets, you have no choice but be a corporation. I don't want a business. Good, you got to be a corp anyway. You got to tie it into irrevocable trust because we're all going to die eventually. We don't know when, but it's going to happen, right? Let's plan the problem. You have to take and understand how it's put together. And you got to add the pieces you're missing today, like Humpty Dumpty. I want you to look at SSN equals 1040 tax year because that's what it does. I want you to look at SS4 equals 1120 or 1065. I want you to look at line 1 right there. This was created years and years ago, and I told Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old, there's 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. It's for applicant employer, like I said, entity or you. Employer, entity, you write it down. It's right there. We, the people, could use that to build credit. We, the people, can write it all off if we choose to. My dashboard, all right, allows me to take credit and add you to it. Now, I don't believe in this authorized user crap. I don't believe in this basically trade line crap. So I'm talking 62 million of this, is about 40 of it here, live credit. I've been collecting this since I was 9.5. It wasn't baseball cards to me, it was credit cards for the fun of it. When I get you a card off one of my cards, what does this mean? I add you to the dashboard, add you to the dashboard or your division or your corporation to a dashboard. That's what I do. Now, I'm allowed, as long as I build you up, to get you separate billing. Write down separate billing. It gives me two choices. Author, hell no. I'll use no way. Separate billing, oh yeah. So when I get you a card for $100,000 or $20,000 or $50,000 and build you up and away, you get your own darn card. My system says one thing. Social or tax ID is optional in the beginning. Optional. When I daisy chain and ask for separate billing, then I want social or tax ID. Again, that's up to you to understand how to play. I want you to really understand something today. I will teach you more than you probably learned in your whole life when it comes to business and personal credit. Okay, flat out. Okay, you'll know more than your CPAs and attorneys when it comes to the division process. I'll guarantee that too. So we're going to go back to the board. Okay, you're going to write down LLC, LLP. Are you writing it down? C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, and PC. Okay, professional corp. This is the corps you could choose from based on your application, what you're trying to do. So again, what is a corporation again? A legal what? Person? That's what it says. I'll show you chapter 18. You're going to draw a line in a square right here. Okay? Now, if you name your corporation after you, personally, don't take offense to it, I call that stupid. You're not stupid. If you name it for what it does, that's called double stupid. If it actually does business, that's triple stupid. Why? Simple. Corporation is on Secretary of State's website right there. Your name's right there. Your name's on your bank account. If a corporation is sued, you're screwed up. You're named in a lawsuit. You're the duck and sheep. There's no reason we have to be a duck and sheep because the banks and grocery stores don't play that way. They're management companies. So if we create a management company here, and in this box we're going to put an M for management company. neutral name. Got it? You're going to have, and write this down now, I need you to do this, because what I'm going to do is make sure today you understand that A, you never had to do what you did the wrong way, and you have the right way to do it if you want to. And I'll hold your hand 6 days a week, and we'll get you past go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? So let's understand. Let's say you say you're an expert in real estate. Then explain to me the assignment of mortgage that I invented and created in 1988. All these forms out there on Google, I created those for my companies. Legal form, corporate secretary, and all these other things. Okay? So what do? If you're good in real estate, that means you know a homestead blocker, okay, and you know how to do basically a chattel mortgage, a UCC1. So if the renter doesn't pay, you get all their goodies, and you get $65,000 from the insurance company, right? See, these are the things you're lacking the knowledge of. Let's pretend you have 9 houses, okay? You have 9 lives. As I brought my cat, Sam Reynolds, the cat, the credit to the Bonaventure many times to prove he had $1 million of credit, just for the fun of it, because I wanted to pull off the stunt, which I did. Inc. magazine had the front cover saying use plastic to finance your business because of me. And that's fun. So let's say we have 9 houses. If you put them all into the LLC, one slips and falls and screws you up, you lost them all. You're the duck and sheep. Why? Because that kit you have called Minutes and Bylaws in your hand, you're the managing member. And you have all the certificate of ownerships in your possession. 3 questions and a deposition, I got you. So here we have 9 houses. If we took the time, and we were to create a line of defense. This is a line of defense. Write this down. A line of defense, this is a corporate umbrella, as your banks, grocery stores, and cities do, and you should have did for you. So what happens is on a line of defense, okay, we can look at bankruptcy code. Understand something? Not here to be CPA an attorney, but it's public record. Under bankruptcy code, if you look it up today, you're allowed to do 2 things, bankrupt SSN, SS4. Is it you or the corporation or division? Who wants to be the duck? You should write down, I'm willing to sacrifice the division, never the corporation or my family. That's what you should have done a long time ago. Instead, we screw up with 2 things in marriage about basically what, money and sex. And we ruin it and go marry the same person we got rid of anyway. Might as well stick it out and work it out and figure it out. That's just my opinion. So if we do this correctly, I have 9 loans from the bank. I have 9 tenants. They can sit, fall, and sue me and screw me up. Write down 18, the number 18. Each division is entitled to $100,000 of credit. If I get $100,000 of credit here, and I do it 9 more times, do I have $1 million now? The answer is yes. $1 million in credit if you do what you're told. American Express is trying to offer you 99 more cards. 99. That's $100 million, by the way, $100 million bucks. So if we have a problem with one of these entities, Billy Bob here, slip, fall, and want to sue us and screw us up. We're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and we're going to bankrupt that piece if we can't save the problem. We're protecting all the other pieces, like the cities, the grocery stores, the banks, and everything else should be to you. Unfortunately, your lack of knowledge is your stupidity. You're not stupid, but I think you follow stupid. I think we all do. But again, that's up to you, division process. So if we look at this correctly, 9 divisions equal 18, because I need to make sure I match debt and liability and credit. Got it? They have to match. 18 means 36. 36 is 72. When we go back to my series, in my next series, 40 years ago, it's right in there. Corp, division, subdivisions. That raised $16 million of credit. Each entity can get $1 million of credit. What was that form again? Entity, employer, entity, or you? See, here's your problem. You never put it together and played the game to win. We get 2 cards for you, of course. Why? Write it down, and I want you never to screw this up again. They don't fluctuate. They do not fluctuate, ever. Gold and platinums. No inquiry. 100,000 paid over time limit, unlimited to $1 million. You have an oh crap day, you jack these up or these. Now you know how to play. See, oh crap doesn't last forever. That week, that month, that year, oh crap. It doesn't last forever. You screwed up the wrong card and you drug it on for 6 years to a year to 10 years. You screwed up because you didn't know how to play. 99 more, would you like that? Daisy chain of credit is the concept, and I created 113 ways to do that. I didn't have a family like most of you. You got a mommy, a daddy, and all goodies. I have no idea. I can't relate to it. I got to live in hell. No one out of hell. That's just me. I fought through the pain. So we got choices today. It's simple. If you repackage you're not going to screw up. But if you don't listen, you're going to screw up again and again. You've done it your whole life. Up and down, and stop it. You can take one card, and I can multiply it, all right, to 10. And that's what I usually try to do for people all the time. All right, I charge them $1,000 the days you change any card they got. I don't care what it is. I'll get you 9 more. Let's play the game. Let's have a division process. Let's play. So here's what happens. Normally $1,000 per card. Since you're raising money for a good cause. Today you can get 1 card for $4.99 or 3 for $6.99. If you want me to have a phone call with you right away. See, when you Zelle, you're going to put your phone number in the middle. I'm going to call you. We're going to set up a time. Then we're going to get on the dashboard and make the cards increase them at the same time. We're going to play, and I'm going to teach you every step of the way. Sorry, I didn't rhyme it all the time. I've done it all since I was a kid. I write with both hands and I talk at the same time. They tell me I was retarded. When T Week of junior high, it tested me 3 times. The last time I was in my gym shorts because I kept saying I was cheating. All right, my IQ is 203. With total recall on a lot of stuff. I'm having fun. I just thought the teacher was stupid, especially Cheryl, that counselor. So again, would you like $1 million? Would you like $1 million? But you cannot waste it and piss it away, no matter what card you have. Now, for newbies today, I created something called leapfrog or hopping, okay? And what it was very simple. I always told someone, you give me $1,000 and I will build you your first $10,000 of credit, 10,000. Every card I build after that, okay? After that, I'm going to keep building to $1 million. You're going to pay me 10%. I charge 10% for the credit. So every card at 29%, you give me 10, you keep 19 for you. You could finance your way to millionaire. That's how it works. Today, instead of $1,000, it's at $699. So for $699, kind of a giveaway, I'm going to build you 10,000, and we can play hopping if you want. If you Zelle today, you put your phone number there because we can set up in a time that you and I are on that phone. You and I. Okay, I've been helping every client I've ever had out of 50 million people. I analyze every one of them in the last 50 years. Every one of them. I don't ever have a client unless I touch that client. So we play. This is my build and pay program. So I have no excuses at the end of the day. $699, your first 10,000 of credit, and then I'll keep building until you tell me to stop. All right, I'll stop at $1 million. If you tell me before, I'll stop when you want me to stop. What do we do? I need you to take a picture today of this. See, Ray at the RayReynoldsUniversity.com is a nonprofit, the building I'm standing in. It has its 501c3. If you Zelle payment today to that, I can basically receive it as a donation while you get the goodies as a benefit. So that way it's a write-off at the same time. It's up to you. Okay? So if you want that write-off, it's a Zelle to that Zelle today, and you get to write it off at what we do. Next, you can always call the office. We have a full team of people and specialists in the back room ready to talk to you anyway. And I'm going to say Zelle now, because that's what I've said all my life. The reality is simple. 800-254-9506. If you use a card for that, that means you're going to charge you 5% more. But it's up to you. Up to you. Now, let's focus on what we're trying to accomplish. Our problem is our own silliness. Sorry, but it's true. We have to understand time, money, and credit. If we get your credit and help you get to 750, when you have an emergency, you're going to jack it up again and again because you don't have the rules and tools, but you're getting those today. The old crap day, week, month, or year don't last forever. So we have to focus on what needs to be done today. I would like to interview every one of you. I would like to be on the phone to increase your limits on your cards. Every card, I'd like to increase it for you off my dashboard. I would like to analyze your credit. Okay? See, what happens with you, it doesn't matter if it's Analytical 750, Experian.com, or even Credit Karma. I'm not a fan of Credit Karma. Why? They were indicted 6 times. They don't have a Experian that really the banks want anyway. They have no phone number to help you. It's clickety-clack for free. There's your graft. Every credit bureau has a heartbeat. You control that heartbeat. But again, that's what goes up and down. The lack of knowledge is why you've been going up and down like a yo-yo. When I designed it, I'll show you what I did exactly. Here's a 479, 155 points in 90 days. We can show these every day. I do it for people every day. Here's a 163 points, 763. Again, I only have 2 on this because it's Credit Karma, 200 points. We don't need Credit Karma. We need Analytical 750 or Experian.com. Here's 3 reports there too. Again, is it going to be basically what type of scoring system? Is it FICO? All right, or an Advantage? Again, what are we looking at? Our goal is to understand today is your opportunity to turn these up, listen and learn, and basically write it down because I'd like to change your life if you allow me to. Next, you need 100,000 of personal credit. I'd like to get you 10 cards, up to 10, 10,000 each. Now, what I did for me is very simple. Why do I want 100,000? Because the average debtor is in $29,000, okay? That leaves you 71,000 of safety because that gets a family of 5 to live through the year. Oh, you know what? Crap year. 71,000 of safety. We're going to have safety. We have to plan the problem, and most people don't plan the problem. That's why they get their assets kicked. You waste $50 every other day. It's $700 a month. You can use the money you waste and refinance your life if you want to. Next, we have to have a corporation with 18 divisions right here. All right, 9 lines of credit, 9 liabilities. Those could be Wendy's, Jack in the Boxes, whatever properties. I would tell you never to do flicks up a single house, unless you're going to turn it to hospice, which is $100,000 a month. Because again, in itself, what is it, $500, $600 if you're lucky? You got to deal with that tenant who doesn't want to pay. That's why I created Homestead Block or UCC, which had a mortgage. They're going to pay, I'll get all the goodies, and I get insurance claim for $65,000. I win when I lose. 100,000 in corporate credit. Let's see, these are Wells Fargo checkbook money. They're 150s each. Here's 300,000. What are you going to do with it? This is 100,000 each. What are you going to do with it? Here's $1 million right there. What are you going to do with it? Again, what would you do with $1 million in your pocket right now? First thing, I want to buy healthy core. That's called stupid. You're not stupid. Because money is to be leveraged, reference 3 times 5. You would turn it into $15 million in lines of credit if you know how to play. My first storage unit, I actually partnered up with my ex-father-in-law. No problem. See, I'm going to say the word partner, but it actually isn't partner. What happens is you have a corporation, all right, and so do I, and so do 3 other people. This is a Wendy's restaurant right here. I'm going to have 25%, so do you, so do they. See, your problem is I don't have the down payment, but you do. If we partner up, we're going to buy it in escrow. You're putting money in the escrow. You're getting the money from the line of credit I built you. You own a piece forever. How many Wendy's go out of business? How many storage units, laundromats, car washes? They stay there forever. You've seen them since you were 3 years old. They're still there, aren't they? See, you didn't buy the necessity, boring and steady business. That's what you should focus on, because the world should be focused on income, auto income. My cut was $17,350. Absorbed to a corporation, no taxes paid to them, profitable. Debt offsets taxes. Today, I'd like you to look in the mirror. I'd like to say to yourself, you're fired. Sorry. I think the way you did it sucks. My opinion. All right? Don't want to offend anybody, but the reality is I want you to have the truth. I might only get one chance with you. I got to make sure you understand how to play. Well, one of my latest creations of book I've been wanting to do for over 20 years. I want to set up every kid's at high school and college credit files. I want to set them up for free. Free. I like free. You like free? So the book's a free download for every kid in high school and college, period. I want them to get it for free. That's right, free. I want to set up their credit file for free and get them the first credit card. Like I did for 3 people earlier, 1,000 each card. I want to give them rules and tools. I don't want them to screw up like you did and I did. But again, they get confused. On social media, you need a secure card code, capital 1. I'm sorry, those people are being stupid. Maybe they're stupid, I don't know. Capital 1's an inquiry. You're bringing it down before you brought it up. The answer is no. My dashboard can do it without an inquiry. If you don't want me to do it, you're going to get an Open Sky card. I don't get anything for it. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Open Sky, $200. You spend $25. There you go. You see, all the things you did, a cosigner of this off and on crap, authorized user crap, you never need any of it. Never cosign for anybody. There's always a better way. So again, the ability to play the game to win. Now, here's what I believe you did. You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family, and you said, honey, we're going to start a business. We're going to jack them up, get stuck, can't get any more. We're going to hop the house. We're going to bring the pain over you and me. We're going to be stupid. Well, that's what you did. I call it stupid. Sorry. I don't think you're stupid. I think we follow stupid. So what did you do? The goal is to never bring the pain home. Never, never, never. But it's up to you. NACB said I was the #1 consultant worldwide, personal business credit. I'm the guy that designed the 29% rule. All dashboards say below 30. They're not telling you the rules and tools. They just say below 30. Because I don't even think they even know. It's 25 to 29%. You're in the green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. You got to balance your debt. You got to balance your debt and never bring the pain home. So let's understand this. If you do what I tell you to do, inform you, however you want to take it, it's called the line of defense. You protect the corp and your family, and you never bring the pain home. Is that okay? I'll guarantee you in writing, if you do what you're told, you will never bring the pain home again. There's no reason to. You will never have crappy credit again either. If you got a collection account, there's 5 ways to kill a debt. You have an IRS problem, irs.gov, 656 433 A and B. Get back in the system. Credit repair, they say it's fraud. I didn't say it. Federal Trade Commission says right there. I'm going to repair your credit. Excuse me. Repair is the wrong word because it's not broken. You can rebuild. You should have a bond, registered Attorney General's office, and have what? A nonprofit 501c, and none of them do. When they indicted Daniel from the credit repair cloud, $3 million, they're going to go to prison. So the reality is these people come and go anyway. So maybe you got a good one or a bad one. We get people calling every day, I get ripped off again and again. Credit Repair Act. We got the ability to change our lives if we choose to. But let's understand something today. I would like you to download the book they're all using anyway. I wrote it 40 years ago. So it's a free download as well. This is called Winning the Credit Game. Letters to creditors and credit bureaus. There you go. The ability to play the game and win. So download it, give it to everybody, send it to everybody you want. So what if the $6.99 gets when I Zelle? It moves at faster time. Well, what happens is I basically build credit for $10,000 for that. And every card I get you after that, until you tell me to stop, you're going to give me 10% as a fee. I charge 10% to build credit. Simple. It's usually $1,000. Today I did $6.99 because we're raising money for a good cause. So I'm going to keep building up and away. But if you Zelle and put your phone number there, my assistant's going to set up a time that you and I are on the phone. We're going to inventory your cards. Okay, if you don't have one, I'm going to get you a card. So that's how it is. So you get to build up and away, and pay as you go kind of thing. Let's go back to this, winning the credit game. Now, on social media, I hear, well, you get a collection agency. This one guy, his daughter's calling him, pretending to be a collection agency. Okay, sounds good. Why don't you just give him a copy of the federal law? Why don't you give him debt crisis intervention? Why don't you give them the Fair Debt Collections Practice Act? See, years ago on the credit bureaus, all 3 of them, you had Consumer Credit Counsel. That was my company before I died in a coma. Got to come back and help you. See, we got to help people for real, not pretend at it anyway. Give them a copy, download it, get a copy to help you. What do? Analytical 750 is the only dashboard you should ever play with. Credit Karma was indicted 6 times. 6 times. They don't have a Sperian. Every bank pulls a Sperian first. So what do? The next thing, if you're part of LifeLock, they were indicted 6 times as well, and they were indicted for $100 million the last time. Because when Mark started, he was a crook anyway, in my opinion. Actually, what the court said. So if we want Chase, credit card freedom, Sapphire, or Ink cards, no interest up to 22 months, I need a Sperian. Not this half blankety blank job that Credit Karma's doing. Take a picture. The next thing about basically Analytical 750 is they're going to call you every 46 days. They call you every 46 days. They help you with the Dun & Bradstreet Experience Insurance and Equifax business reports. They're not going to stop calling you until you tell them to stop. You're never going to tell them to stop because they're going to help maintain you. It's a mindset, people. When I kicked the light, it was only 13 feet. I could basically never run and just take 2 steps and booyah, there's 13 feet in the air. That's just what I could do. Simple. All right? Mindset. If I can touch it, I can kick it. See, you got to get that mindset. The reality is no one's going to steal your peace, and you're going to fight through the pain. And that's what we got to do if we get the Millionaires Founders Kit today. Take a picture. It's very simple. What you're going to find out is you can get it from Amazon, all kinds of goodies. All right, and basically instead of $5,000, it's $499. It's right there. If you sell $200, you get it for free. All right, $200, then it's for you. It's really not free. You pay $200. Okay, so $499 online. All right, sell $299. We'll ship you the books and products. You might want to check out my library. This is where you can download some free books as well. I just want to change the world. I have everything I ever wanted. I got to billion at 21 through corporate structure and 2.6 billion 26. Even though I died in the coma, I had to rebuild it again. I still get to do it too. See, you got to play the game to win. I hope your cell phone's ready. I hope it's ready now. You need to take a picture. Why? That's where you screwed up. I'm sorry. You drove by what you could have turned to an opportunity. Understand something. Well, I don't have the money. Excuse me. When I basically partner up with my clients, I call them my soldiers and escrows. All right, we're going to get a piece, a deed of trust, Simon and Reynolds. We're going to get pieces that are to your corporate divisions forever, period. And when you die, your kids get to take over your empire versus inherit anything, so there's no taxation. Why would you tax your own kids or get stuck in a probate? That's kind of dumb. I don't understand probate. Only stupid people do that, right? Oh, no one's stupid. They got to play. Why don't you join my Puppet Master Club? I started 40 years ago. What do we do? Let's think. If I build you lines of credit from the banks called checkbook money, or I get you cards and get you courtesy checks, what do we get to do? See, you're thinking about maybe starting a business. Why don't we create income? My son turned 12 years old 3 weeks ago. Here's an American Express combo card. My son's had credit since the day he actually could walk. I started his corporation when he was a baby, all of my 6 kids. Here's his courtesy checks. Here's my daughter's courtesy checks. Isn't this fun? You see, you have the ability to change your life if you want to. All right, but again, what do? So if you get your credit back to a 750, and I get most people go, oh, I never had that before, Ray. Well, let me get it for you now. See, it's not hard to do. We have the ability, as we the people in our constitutional right, all right, to understand what the banks and grocers and cities do, we do the same. If I get you $10,000 a month, would that be okay? Auto income? Well, that means what are we going to do? Put you in a program. Okay. I'm going to go for American Express. They give me up to $250. It's called basically Blueprint, by the way. They named it after me years ago, they said. One of the guys did. All right, checkbook money. Oh, this is over here, Chase, $150. Well, if we position this right, will you write a check to escrow? You write the check. I don't want your damn money. I don't want that money ever. You write the money to escrow, so you own a piece. You own a piece based on the line of credit I get you. We line it up. Coaching, you got to get stuck with me for a year. Don't worry, I've been coaching thousands and thousands of people for the last 49 years. They don't go away. Then it's their generation and generation again and again. 2026 is going to be here. Your New Year's resolution is 6 escrows. 6. Write it down. 2026. You're not going to have a resolution and fail this time. We're going to have Project 1. Project 1, you're going to write a check for $25,000 into escrow. Okay, when escrow closes, you get a certificate of ownership, deed of trust, and after all the bills are paid from the management companies, your cut is up to $3,200 a month. That's an average right there. Okay, goodie, forever. Is it going to go down or up? Up, up, and away. See, when you give people the money to invest for you, you get a little percent. No. Did you know on the internet yesterday, Bank of America's dividend was 0.28 cents. Look it up. 28 cents, are you kidding me? All right, how about $3,200 a month? Can we add it to your income or enhance it? What if we do program 2, storage unit fourplex? $50,000, what do we do? Again, we take it off the line of credit. If you use borrowed money, not taxable, we can get the American dream. And what do we get? Up to $5,600 a month. You enhance your income. You don't quit your job, you enhance it. See, you got to understand something. You got to feel comfortable because you've been ripped off so many damn times, it's ridiculous. I talked to a nice good guy named Eric yesterday. He's got 7 LLCs. Talk about being screwed over by people. Why would you ever have 7 LLCs? Got another guy, you got in Wyoming, Nevada, Delaware. Stop. Quit wasting money. It's ridiculous. Project 3, $75,000. It gives you up to $7,500 a month. Is that okay? More people. We're getting the money for the down payment. Got it in seller finance. $100,000 because we got 150s. Okay. That's $96.20 a month. You have pissed away 50, 100,000 in your life, and I think you're disappointed because it didn't work. Nowadays, you're going to try something new, and you've got a spouse, that wife, husband, whatever. Is it going to work? It won't work? See, they're like trying to say, I want it to work, but honey, we tried so many other things. What do we do? Don't give up, because we're going to play. There's your goal. Your goal should have a management company managing locations and entities and lines of credit. That can create in less than 1 year, $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month income. See, somebody owns these things. Somebody's doing this. Why aren't you? I do know. Nope. It's called being a puppet master. I like that when I started that club. There's me at $2.2 billion real estate at the time under the corporate structure. 21 cars in the car collection. Professor years ago says, Ray, you're paranoid. Heck yes. Someone's always trying to steal my goodies. That's 1,013 divisions there. If they slip, fall in any piece, I get to bankrupt the piece and tell them to go to you know where and save the other pieces. It's been a game since I created winning the game of business when I was 14 years old. Simple. I get a letter in 1974. All right, then I get another letter in 1984. Why? They're changing it. Okay. But for one in 74 is because I did what's called basically gifted money. Okay, and I did things like this and, you know, different things like rapid refresh and rapid scoring. More concepts I came up with. The letter in 84 says I have to pay a franchise tax fee in California per corporation. Up to $800 to $1,000. What? I own a bunch of Shakey's, 31 flavors, donut stores, Subways, shopping centers, Havasu, all right, Big Bear, Yerba Linda, okay, La Mirada, Huntington Harbor. Oh crap. That would be up to $1.2 million per year. Oh crap. I can write it up, but that's not the point. I went to Sacramento, California. I asked 2 departments, could I create an entity under the corporation? They didn't have to pay franchise tax fee. See, banks own corps and corps, and that's the thing. I wanted to create an entity. The SS4 says, all right, employer, entity, or you. Employer, entity, or me. Okay, that's what it says. So if I create an entity, I can create another credit file. That's what I designed in the first place. This form said husband, wife, and partner. It's been modified 10 times over the years. Your division will be 4A. One of my divisions, one of my corporations will be number 4. Then there will be a B and a C. See, we don't have the money to get the whole project, but I want to share the project. I have more fun doing that. See, I love the fact when they drive up in the new car, they're crying. They're crying, I didn't believe it could happen. Their new house. Ah, wow, you really didn't screw us over like everyone else did. Why would I? I'm having fun. God gave me an assignment. It's very simple. I'm doing my best while God makes the rest, and that's how it works. Amen to that too. You want to be hard? Simple. So I took my clients and did coaching, and I made them my soldiers since 1987. You need to own a piece. It's all auto income. But your problem is you. Today, 2006, 7, and 8, and 9, no problem. $100,000, I get it times 10 a day easily. No problem. $100,000, $1 million of credit. Okay. Doing $1 million a day, having fun. A 12-month coaching in a partnership with me, it's simple. You're stuck with me every 3 weeks. I'm on the phone with you after I blueprint you, and I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to boss you around. I'm going to be nice. But when someone like yesterday says, I'm going to do it, no, you're not. Stop it. No. When you put your CPA on the phone, I'm going to kick his assets. No. You're not going to transfer your entity into the corp and then basically what? There's no division. You're going to transfer the entity corp and the assets to what? Corporation and lease it to the division. Lease it and have a money trail. What he's telling you is stupid. I don't like stupid. Pisses me off. But again, what happens? I want to build you $200,000 of credit. $100,000 of personal, $100,000 for business because we need it. Here for safety, here we want to build it up to $1 million per division process. I'm going to blueprint you. We're on the phone for an hour with your partner of life, probably your spouse. I'm going to coach you for a year, and then you're going to coach you for life like I usually do for everybody. For life, isn't that fun? Well, what do we do? Today, that is $27,000. It's cheaper than what you've wasted before anyway. And what happens today? Because we're raising money for a good cause. If that's done today, because normally I would have said $20,000, all right? Today, $10,000 paid in full. $10,000 paid in full, you're still getting $200,000 of credit. Still getting $200,000. Okay? Let's say you want to lock it in and you want to work out a payment tomorrow or the next day. Okay, what do? All right, now here, understand something. I can only coach up to 40 people, period, at a time. I broadcast every day, and I can only take 3 calls a day. So what happens is very simple. If you Zelle me $2,500, you locked it in. You locked it in. Got it so far? And what happens when you do that is very simple. Okay, we're going to talk about the 3-day event. What do we got here? How can someone pay 10% off of a credit when when you get a credit score low? Well, what you got to do is start somewhere. Okay, so we build the first card, it's $5,000 or $2,000 or $1,000. Every card you pay 10%, you can use 29% on it. Okay, so you got to understand, we have to build it from where you're at today. I don't know how screwed up you are, if you're screwed up at all. So again, $50,000, I would like to pay him $5,000. Well, that's typical, okay? See, what the goal is for you is understand something. You're a client. If I have somebody that needs to work on a little bit of a budget, we build it up and away. That's pay as you go. You want to give $5,000 for him to build you $50,000, you should do that because it's slam dunk. There's that 10%. Call your specialist, talk to the office, pay him the $5,000, we'll build the $50,000. See, I want to make sure I hit every angle I can based on how you are today, what you can basically afford to pay. So Leapfrog works for newcomers. If not, 50,000 credit, $5,000, there you go, is your 10%. You got to figure out where you want to start, okay? Now let's go back to this, 2-day boot camp. Next year, our current president is giving $100 billion away to nonprofit, $100 billion. That's right. He says he's going to solve the problem for homeless. So let's watch. If you allow me to endorse your nonprofit, which I can do an endorsement and help you speed up the exemption, you don't have to pay $15,000 for the exemption. I'll teach you through class. What happens is very simple. $5,000 gets you $100,000 of credit. Okay? You're in this room. This whole room is 15 people. Online, you can have 35 people, and that's $19.99, $50,000 of credit. If you did this here today, either way, the payment arrangement from today, the $2,500, or basically the 10's giving you $200,000. That $25,000 still give you $100,000 of credit, $100,000. You're working out the payments right away. If you did that today, all right, and you paid in full, you get this for free. See, I need you to understand something. All right, if you've known me from the past, it was always pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Now Elon Musk, pay tax, buy a spaceship. Nowadays it's pay tax or have a nonprofit. Every rich and famous person has a foundation. We get to play my way. Every one of you have to master, 1,000 steps. Aren't you tired of paying other people to do something you don't know diddly squat? You're at their mercy and they keep milking that retainer going, give me more, give me more. We have to understand to get there. It's simple. I like goodies. Every goodie's a division. That's to me. The Millionaires Founders Kit, okay, number one info commercials I did, George Putnam and I had a radio show, TV show, been out there a long, long time. That was sold for $5,000 at the Bonaventure, all right, in Long Beach and Orange County and Ontario every week. Today, it's $500 online. Or to me, if you sell $200, there it's yours. We're moving a warehouse. We all have old crap days. 2009, July 4th, my wife wants to take 72 people on one of the yachts. I had 3 yachts in my backyard. Simple. Got the largest U-dock at Huntington Harbor. If you're going to have the best, you might as well have the biggest and the best. That's just me. So what do? 72 people. Someone had a virus. It's the middle yacht. Why not? I get to lay there in a coma. I get to hear someone steal my life. I'm losing $3.7 billion of structure. I'm going to come out and be homeless again with my wife and kids. That sucks. But again, we all have old crap days. My wife called Ron, my district manager. He drives a U-Haul truck to the office to steal my books and CDs. My IT manager, Tom, sells my websites and phone numbers to the highest bidder because I have 50 million people in my database. Never call the phone number on the CD. It's a porn site. Highest bidder. So let's understand, we all go through old crap days, but it's up to you. Blueprint. I was lucky I was being used and abused. Joanne on Delane Street in Torrance. First, she had to go to that school because they wanted you to pick one hand. I said no because I were both at the same time. Too bad. The next thing, she taught me Blueprint. See, Joanne is the NASA engineer that wired Apollo 9, 11, 13. That's why she was never around. So I learned blueprint. So understand that means everything's built by a blueprint. That's what she said. So I'm going to take about your past, present, and future. You're good, you're bad, ugly. I want to know, do you have a bankruptcy? Did you seal it? Do you have a tax problem? We need to know about it as well. I don't want your past chasing your future. Did you screw up American Express or Chase? I have to do a vision of you to get around it because they don't want to forgive you. Family, husband and wife, do you have an agreement? Do we basically protect our assets? I'm going to make you bulletproof. Corporation, do you have one? What type you got? You got 18 divisions yet? You'll need it, you'll need it, you'll need it. Irrevocable trust. The problem you have is basically someone went to the other side, they went to a better place than this, and they left your little house, a little money, you're stuck in a probate. You didn't use or, and you also basically got stuck in a probate, that should be not done. I'm going to show you how to leave things to nobody. It stays in the corporation, your kids replace you. As an officer, there's no taxation. All right, car division. Today, your car is registered to you. I call that stupid. Why? Because when you get into bumpity bump at Sam's Club, they're going to lie, they're going to tell a different story when they walk away. Your driver's license right now, mine has P.O. Box. What does yours have on it? P.O. Box. My insurance says P.O. Box. The registration says P.O. Box. You're so busy telling people where you live and telling where you work. What do? Shut up. You just told them when to come rob your house. Car division. The only thing you're willing to sacrifice is the division, not the house and the corporation, not your family. You've been sacrificing your family long enough. House should have been bought through a trust. You should have did escrow, close, homestead, trust before you got the keys. What's a trust? What's a homestead? Hear it all the time. Auto income. When I wrote down Free Up Your Time, Financial Freedom, I was 14. It's in my first series. Okay, other people like to steal my goodies. A blueprint costs $5,000. The office is going to charge you too. You're on the phone with me for an hour at least with you and your partner of life. Today it's $9.99. Simple. What do? It's free if you partner with me. We do a program together. DBA of previous suspended. Corporation existing 5 years. Would you be all right to amend it? Well, the DBA, let's understand. If you did a DBA of you, okay, you would do a statement of abandonment connected to a corporation, but now you want coaching. This is an analyzation class. You can go to class tomorrow for these type of questions as well. Parent company retain aging. Yes, it does, but is it basically current with the state fees? Under the corporation, within name, I want to bring it over. You can, all these pieces have to be done, we have to strategize it, okay? That previous DBA or division, whatever you had, whatever you call it, I want you to keep the name on line 2 because I want you to rename it on line 2. The way I designed it, you put 3 names on line 2. Again, we got to go through that form. Tomorrow, your level 1's free. Usually I charge $1,000 for it, so go to the class. We'll break it down step by step for you. But again, it's up to you. Today, my calls at the office are $500. All right, I'm usually $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day. Haven't changed the fee for years. Simple. Today, because we're raising money, it's $299. $299 if it's a Zelle payment only. And you get a call for 15 minutes with me, and we're going to go through anything you want. There's your Zelle. That's the Zelle to use if you want to call it a donation, because the Reynolds University is a 501c3 exemption. So you can benefit by donating it today. It's pretty simple. And I'm always going to say, the office made a little doll, one of my books, no problem. It's cute. I've been saying, all right, Zelle, now for years, and always good. So that's what the doll does now. All right, I have to get used to them making fun of me, or making fun with me, I guess. 800-254-9506. Use a card, 5% more because the bank charges us. Here's what you understand. I'm going to be telling you what to do. I'm going to make your goal list, redo it my way, and we're going to look at day, week, and monthly and what we're going to do. Every goal I'm going to restructure because you cannot give me a goal I can't reach. That's right, I can reach any goal you ever give me. I'm bored to no end. It's ridiculous. I can do this in my sleep. So you have to learn how to play the game to win. All right, if I can touch it, I can kick it. I like goodies. You like goodies? But every goodie has a liability to it. The bank and whoever wants to slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. 2 divisions. Always good course. How you doing? I'm standing here with a foot that's all screwed up. I'm not supposed to be on my feet right now. I've got, that pain's about a 9 right now. I should scream my head off. The doctor kept pushing it. So, what are you doing? You're making it worse. But I'm going to fight through the pain. And it's always good. Thank you, Jesus. That's how it works. You need an address for banking. Home, yeah, okay. Or another address. You can't use a P.O. box. If you ever need an address, you can lease one of my 12 feet spaces. I don't do shared office space. I lease you 12 feet. That way it's not shared office space. Take a picture. You might need that too. There's always a solution for what you're trying to do, by the way. Today, you could have invited 10 people to this. They could have been registered in HubSpot. And if they bought anything today, you would get 10% Zelle, check, or store credit. I got a client the other day. I don't have any money. Stop it. Give me your referrals. Every referral now got him $1,000. You got money now? Go drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Got another client a couple of weeks ago. I don't have a car. Hey, let's go rent one. You pay the fee, I do the thing. Let's do it to the division. We rent a car. See, there's no excuse you can give me. I can't get you from $1 to $1 millionaire, period. But it's up to you. Born in a taxi. She didn't want me. Okay. She's 15 and a half years old. Oh, well, what can I say? Got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. Everybody's got a sad story. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Analytical will get you your Dun & Bradstreet for profit, nonprofit. Take your picture. I want to make sure you understand. I'm going to make sure we overpackage everything you do. Their future is simple. They're going to call you every 46 days and make sure you're lined up for you, your corporate division process. They're going to charge you $25 a month. And they have a $5 million bond, and they protect the dark web too. Remember, LifeLock was indicted 5 times, actually 6 times. So take your picture and learn to play the right way. It's up to you. So what do we do now? Let's focus your future. You want to be analyzed. We're going to do that. I'm going to tell you what to do. Here's your problem. I feel responsible for you. If I don't give you rules and tools and over-package you and you screw up again, I feel I didn't give you the knowledge you needed. And that's why I do what I do. So understand, here's chapter 18. Chapter 18, I heard this when I was 7.5 years old. Mrs. Hope had a poker game every Wednesday night, and I was in the corner taking my notes. A corporation, what does it say? Legal what person? There I am, 7.5. I heard it. I drove my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is the library. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude too. See, I had a beard at 12. They came back, how old are you? How do you? The way I would talk, the way I would walk, the difference is they couldn't figure out things for themselves. It says may sue or be sued right there, right there, right there. So if you have a corporation today, when they sue you. You're the only voice it has. Quack, quack, bah. I don't want to be a duck or sheep. I don't want to be a duck or sheep. All right? I want to be a bunny. I taught her, maybe heard that book a million times. Funny bunny. All right? You see, not required to file a fictitious business name. When I saw that, I was basically 9.5 years old. That really bothered me. It was wrong. It was wrong. The book was wrong. What do we do? Well, simple. I didn't know yet at the time. Okay. Not required to file fictitious business, what it said. Okay. I started my first corporation. I sent away $10. You got $10? That corporation today is $30. Why would you spend thousands? I don't know. I call that stupid. We didn't learn diddly squat. Time's running out. We have a problem. If you don't get your corporate divisions now in your fourth quarter, now, we have to have 2 or 3 weeks to file it. You blew it. You won't accomplish the goal at all. Play. Helping Hand Industries, my first corporation. I was 9.5. Look it up online, Secretary of State's website. 9.5 years old, got a corporation, got a bunch of this in the mail. Back then, no one had to apply for credit. It came in the mail. Person or corporation or division process. There it is. Got named to the movie Dave. My first corp was nonprofit. I want all of you to have profit and nonprofit working in conjunction like the Goodwill does. Why? I want you to have a 501c3 exemption. I want you to be public benefit. You have credit cards with no liability. You have Google that wants to give you $10,000. All right, our president wants to give you $100 billion next year. See, if you file a corporation at a state level, okay, it's not nonprofit, it's not for profit. If you go get the federal exemption, 501c3, irs.gov, now you're a nonprofit corporation recognized by federal law. Public record again. If you did HUD, it's like I have my clients, I'm fixing up houses. Why? That's crap. Why would you fix up one single house and get $600 a month and you have to be stressed out for that tenant to pay the rent? But Homestead Blocker gets you the money anyway, okay. But that's not a lot of money. Do a fourplex, do anything else. I have a client, I said, I want you to transfer these to the division of your wife's nonprofit now. Hospice, $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month. Ooh, I like that. Homes for elderly. All right, transportation and food delivery. Every one of those categories is up to $100,000 a month. They found out this is 4 times than a McDonald's does. See, it's not going to get rich, but it's going to create income and jobs. So what do? We got specialty classes. Tomorrow I have a class called daisy chaining. These are in rotation every 11 weeks, by the way. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years, helping people like you. Today, if you want a nonprofit or profit corp, either way, it's up to you. Okay? Articles are free, no problem. But if you want me to add the credit reports, Spear & Challenger and Equifax, and help you with Dun & Bradstreet, tax ID, all right, officers list, nonprofit workshop, I'm going to put you in there for $4,000. But again, I'm going to hand you $25,000 in credit. No problem. But again, today, because we're raising money, it is $699. It's a giveaway. Yeah, it's a giveaway. All right, it's ridiculous. But again, if it can motivate you to get this to your Zelle donation, get some goodies, we can help in the cause as well. It's a win-win situation. The 2-day boot camp's coming up. Again, if you basically partner with me, that becomes free. If not, you can pay for it separately as well. The lie. I think the world's lying to you. I think your problem is you. I think you accept the lie. The corporation in full bankruptcy, peekaboo. Stop. I don't understand. It just, I want to scream my head off. I want to, it's like scratching that chalkboard. A corporation, legal person, shows you chapter 18, not here to be sapient attorney. You sign the car, you sign the building lease, and you sign for the credit card. If you bankrupt the corporation, don't they come get you because you guaranteed it? They do. So what is our problem? Again, you could have had a division of you. This building and buildings, I signed the lease as Ray Reynolds, but I was allowed to use my SS4. I use Ray Reynolds Division, SS4. If I want to move, I don't like the building, something goes wrong, it doesn't bring the pain to my SSN. All right, because that'd be a pain to my assets too. I don't bring the pain home like you. Why would you do it in the first place? The lack of knowledge is our stupidity. All right, people, knowledge is power. Yeah, most people say that full of crap. But again, what do? Division process. Division process. Today, you have a corporation, your assignment, I want you to write it down, your assignment, all right, is go to sos.whatever state you're in.gov. Today. I want you to see that 47% of you use your home address on the Secretary of State website. That is plain stupid. States sell you on a mailing list. Stop it. It's ridiculous. What happens today when they sue that corporation? They sue you. See, you never created your line of defense. You never created the line of defense to protect you and your family. You're a duck and a sheep. I think you got to stop it right away. What do you think? Inspect you. We need to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. You're highly intelligent, but you're missing a lot of pieces. God gave me the pieces and the visions and dreams since I was a kid. Believe me, I won't get stumped. It's all up here. We get to play like Humpty Dumpty starting today. Classes all day tomorrow. Classes today. I'm online 6 days a week. Free. What's it going to cost you? Free. When I was in the coma, 14 people online pretended to be me. Some got complaints. That's my fault. I went back to every one of them as we had to sue them. And I said, here's $1,000 to remove your lie. I was in a coma. It's my fault. Everybody wants to blame everybody else besides take responsibility. Would you like some goodies tomorrow? Let me know. We can play and win the game of business. Corporations are free. Write it down. Free. Do you like free? I like free. You see free? Take a picture, scan it right away. Get a corp anywhere you want, pay your filing fee. Because today that nonprofit set of 10 is $30. I believe you spent thousands and learned diddly squat. Why? I don't understand that. Now listen carefully, please. You have pissed away money in your life, $50,000 to $100,000. We're going to write down borrow money's not taxable. Write down borrow money's not taxable. If I build you the credit lines and everything else, I want you to take the borrow money and I want you to buy your lifetime income. Your lifetime income should be a fourplex, a Wendy's, a Jack in the Box, storage unit, laundromat, and goodies. What I taught all my clients to do. Now they're all going, you need a laundromat, you need to stop. Do you really want to run it? No. Why don't you be the investor instead? That's the goal, managed by management companies. 100,000 of personal, $1 million of corporation, auto income, and we have to learn to do what? Leverage your money. I want to show you what I showed Warren Buffett 38 years ago. Having a root beer float, having fun, leveraging money. We get to play the game and win. Now today, let's say like the one, there's a person, I know it's a lady, or you're asking about credit and this and that or other person, okay? You want 25,000 of credit today. No problem. We charge 10%. Okay, no problem at all. If you wanted that, it's $9.99 today. If you Zelle, now, you would save basically 10% on that as well. But it's up to you. You can call the office right away and play that game too. 50,000 of credits, usually 5,000. Today you'll find it is $29.99. There you go. Little bit of discount. If you Zelle, take 10% off that. If you use a card, you would just pay the 5% and use the card. Now we want 100,000 of credit, it's usually 10 grand. What happens is the office wanted to give it to you for $8,000, save a little money. Next thing is for me, $100,000 of credit is 5 grand, it's half off. Because we're raising money for good causes today, whoever Zelles 5,000 for 100,000, I'm giving you 200,000. Today only. Don't ask tomorrow. That's today. That is a Zelle, no credit card at all. But again, that's 200,000. We play my way. All right, that's how we work. We have to play the game to win. I want to help the world. I want to basically take and what I can do before I'm dead again. Next time will probably be permanently. Which means if I got all this up here, I got to give it out to the world. My son will be here tomorrow. He'll tell you flat out he's taking over when I die. Hopefully 50 years from now, he's only 12. But when they handed it and they said, who wanted to pray at church at 5 years old? Give me the mic. All right, he got his award last week on basically Pathfinders. He's the one who prayed in front of the whole group because they asked him when to pray. He's grabbing that mic just like I always did for me. We want to help people. So that way, if it's Zelle to that Zelle today, it's a donation. You get the goodies at the same time. You want me to take one of your cards, turn it into 10 more? Usually $1,000 per card. How about we do $4.99 for the card or 3 for $6.99? Again, I can turn them up to $1 million if you want. When you Zelle today, put your phone number in the middle. We're going to schedule a call with me. I want to go through everything you do today with me. I always touch and talk to every client there is. Hopping is someone usually is not in a client yet. $1,000, let me give you your first 10. Lady says you want to give 5,000 for 50. Give the 5,000, tell them I said it's 100 day. 100. There's what I would do, but it's up to you. $6.99 said $1,000. Get that first card up to 10. When I get you the next card, you give me 10% off every card. You can pay as you go kind of program. That's what it was. Helping people based on their budget, what they can get into a program. But it's up to you. But again, there's that Zelle, and it's a now. It's up to you. How you play the game, or call the office at 800-254-9506. Use your card, it's 5% more. You see your office, you have a specialist waiting to hold and take your call right away. Again, when I started the Reynolds University in 2001, it was simple. The goal was to help people. My location here was one technology driver in Spectrum, was 22,000 feet. Okay, 2 stories, I loved it. You got past Betty, it's a B of A, Wells Fargo, all right, US Bank, all these pieces that help US Bank come to California. ADP, franchise room, class hold 800 people. For some reason, God wanted me to die in a coma. He allowed it, and I get to come back and repackage my life in front of the world, embarrassing. But that's what I had to do. The difference is, the bottom line, if I can do it, so can you. But it's up to you to do and listen and learn. We can play and win the game. I like goodies. You like goodies? Today, anybody can get a 750 score in 90 days or less if they do what they're told to do. I analyze every client I've ever had, over 50 million people so far. I will always analyze the client as much as I can, or somebody will. I want them to know exactly what needs to be done. I put it in writing to everybody. Sorry, there's some lousy people lying out there that I had to sue, because you're allowed to as of this year. I had 2 attorneys get disbarred as well. You see, I guarantee results to you if you do what you're told. If you violate the 2 rules I have about jacking up cards and applying for credit, you crash your rapid rescore and screwed up everything I did, I will charge you a fee. Isn't that fair? Don't blame me for your screw up, please. Those turds do that. I'll help the devil if he shows up today. Simple. Please listen to the rules and tools. In a coma, I can hear everything. Tax attorney, all right, gets a POI, power of attorney. one signature. I'm screaming, I'm yelling, no one can hear me. Okay, the nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. Okay, my heart stopped at 5:41, July 5th. I can hear, I can't move, everything's happening. From there, when she said, is he a donor? I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. The machine went beepity beep. She dropped her clipboard. He's alive. I wish I would have went boo. I couldn't move. So don't ever, ever talk about your sad story unless you use it as energy. I use my childhood and all the crap I went through in my life to piss me off to go get it. It motivates me. And that's what I've always done. It's called self-motivation, by the way. So no excuses. I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. It kind of sucks. I've been shot by a gun 3 times in my life. I've been knifed 6 times. I have no excuses, neither do you. It's called get past go. Fight through the pain. But again, you touch it, you can kick it. What do? I met him 3 times. This is Richard Bishop. Okay, he won the Olympics in 1932. Coach Bishop, Roosevelt High. No problem. Didn't know the first time I met him, he's my grandfather. Maybe that's why I can jump so high. I think he looks like Al Capone, to be honest with you. So today I want you to write something down. You ready? Are you ready to write it down? Because you're going to change this today, not tomorrow, today. Here's me telling you what to do again. You're going to get out your driver's license insurance registration today, and you're going to change that from your home address to a P.O. box. Yeah, today. Because I don't want anybody to know where you live. I want the Privacy Act in effect. I don't want you to get in a bumpity bump and someone tries to sue and screw you up and want to rob your house when you're at work. Never, never say and. I don't understand attorneys and CPAs. I retired from all that crap years ago. I only did it for me anyway. The word or in everything. How is that beautiful person who went to the other side in a better place going to sign and? They can't. Now you just stuck yourself into probate. These probate bloodsucker attorneys are going to bleed you dry. Or. Remember or. All the time or. I'm going to repackage you by doing what? Analyzation. I'm going to put you in a rapid rescore, rapid refresh. I'm going to make sure you get up to 10,000 of credit right away. Rapid rescore, and the paralegal is going to help you for 9 months for free. Today it's going to be like $9.99. It's a discount. If you did that today, your friends and family, it's $6.99. If you did it right away, it's a giveaway. What is the goal? Never bring the pain home. Never, never, never. Got to get you ready to be CFO, Chief Financial Officer. You have a corp today? Fantastic. Let me inspect it my way. Let me add history to it. Let me start the experience engine and Equifax for credit reports. All right, and the history and everything else. And let's get you $25,000 credit minimum, which is basically going to cost you about $2,500, about 10 times your investment. But let's discount that too. Let's get you in all the classes tomorrow. Let's knock it off and let's go get it. But again, you become a certified CFO. That would be usually, all right, discounted $500, $19.99. If it was done right away, it's $14.99 today if you did it right away. If not, then I'm going to say you blew it. Again, we're trying to raise some dollars too. There's your Zell. There's your now. And there's a phone number called the office. Talk to a specialist right away. 800-254-9506. Do you want to be a millionaire? It's very simple. It's a simple question. And 99% of you are afraid to answer the question. If you're in an audience, you'll raise your hand, yeah, I want to be a millionaire. And I'd say that's stupid. Everyone on social media is saying I'm rich. The IRS is listening. They already targeted the investigation sheet. A lot of them have been in prison or indicted before. If you say you're rich, you're piercing your own veil, in my opinion. How about you're a rich corporation? You're a puppet master. We have 9 locations and 9 lines of credit. That's 18 divisions. That's $100,000 a month. You got it so far? Numbers don't lie, only people do. Linda, client from 86, what did she do? She took and gave me $2,000 off of a card, 26 bucks a month. No problem. I made her a millionaire 5 times. She's taken the Hyatt Hotel in Texas and converted it to the Blueprint Apartments. Named it after me. Isn't that nice? What do? Well, take a picture of Linda, because she'll tell you in her own voice how she had to tell her attorneys and CPAs, no, Ray said this, because I had to train them too. Take your picture, scan it, she'll tell you the story, and you'll be able to get your glory too. That program she's working in Texas, $27 million project. If we go after an apartment complex, you and me and other people, That's going to get us up to about $96.20 a month, okay? Based on the size. What are we going to do next? I'm going to go back to every tenant and ask what they buy their units. I'm going to become the bank. That's where the big money is. That's how you get your $32,000 to $126 per month to be the bank. Divisions. If I add history, I can start a spear and transgender class now. Person, corporate, division, whatever you want it to be. I don't need tax ID for divisions till I ask for separate billing. Today, each division costs you about $1,000. With or without credit, 3, 9, and 12. There's your discount. It's very simple. So again, that's why you can take your picture. That's what the office would charge you in a normal, but it's not today. Today, I want you to have 18 divisions for $9.99. That's a giveaway. That's right, it's ridiculous because we're raising money. 18 divisions, $9.99. Why? Because I want you to get them today. It is a Zell, now. You want 18, 36, 72, 100? There you go. You see, every division will be a subdivision for every apartment complex. That tenant slips and falls and sues, they sue the division and they don't sue the corporate you. It's a line of defense. But again, that Zell, if you Zell today for those prices right there, take 10% off. There's your Zell, and then now, or call the office right away. 800-254-9506. Use a card. They're going to charge you 5% more because they have to, because the bank charges us. Today, our problem with you and what's happening today about the analyzation, you have to understand we're going to want to talk to you. We are going to communicate. Communication is the key of success. Lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. That's beside the point. We're going to analyze every one of you, like today, 30 some odd people. I'm going to tell you exactly what I need you to do to become millionaire. If you listen, you'll get there. If you don't listen, that's up to you. You got to turn these up. You're going to talk to your specialist. You're going to tell them what type of Capital One you have if you have a Capital One card. See, the dashboards out there don't tell us it's Capital One. Spark for business, which shows on personal. Is it a Venture One? Is it X, business or personal? Is it Platinum? Or is it basically Quicksilver One or Quicksilver by itself? You need to communicate with us. We have to line up what you have so we can build some more and get some bigger limits for every one of you. If you mess up Chase or American Express, they don't tend to forgive you. The only way around it in most cases is a division of you, which I help people do that all the time. What do? A division of a corporation, a division of you under the corporate umbrella. That's what you're allowed to do. I signed the lease on this building as Ray Reynolds with tax ID because I'm allowed to. It's an entity. What do? A rapid rescore proves if you do what you're asked to do or told to do, all right, what happens? You get a 750 plus every time. Rapids cost $500 by themselves. Again, what do? If you need a rapid to push you up 100 points plus, it's an expedited rapid. It's expensive. It's $1,000. But in 45 days, you got your 100 plus points. See, years ago in the 70s and part of the 80s, we had to give gifted money to get around. You couldn't use credit to finance a house or a down payment. Gifted money is what we created in 74, 76. From there, rapid rescore. All right, rapid refresh for your mortgage companies. That was my concept. All right, working with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough, by the way. We can play the game. We can win if you want to. But we're going to play my way, and it's a Zell today because it's a donation. If you do it today, you get to win too. Everybody wins today. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. You might not like that truth, but again, it's just what it is. What's a corporation? Legal person. How do we not bring the pain home? Corporation division process. If you have bad credit, you jacked it all up, take a picture. I built $51,000 in credit in less than 2 weeks using supply credit to turn it into cash. And that's what you could do as well if you want to. Maybe you have to reduce some debt on something. That's how it works. But it's up to you. As we play, I need to know if someone in your family was military or you. I need to know if I have to get you an access code. Navy, I think, is crazy. They're kind of silly sometimes. I've helped Torrance get a $20,000 card and up to $50,000 to 550 score and jacked up on his credit. What did it do? It helped him reduce his debt. See, you're going to do two things, pay it down or increase the limit. So if you're a Navy or you have a military or anyone in your life, access code. If you serve, thank you for your service. I only got mine because I was sucked into a government program at 14 at Orange Coast College. Simple. Here's number 6367. This is Jay's the specialist. It's a rebuild with $10,000 in credit. That means this person paid $1,000 and we're giving as a bonus 10,000 bucks. I've always wanted to give you up to 10 times your money back in every program. It's like a free fund. What do you have to lose? I want to take away all your excuses. Here we have no inquiries. You're in the 539s. Okay, no problem. You just sign up, no problem at all. Jay's your specialist. We have these collection accounts. Rapid's going to go around collection. You have a bankruptcy, Chapter 7, 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, did you seal it or not? If you would have sealed it, that statewide company couldn't put it on the credit bureaus. Credit bureaus never talk to the courts, ever. And courts don't respond to credit bureaus. If they say they do, they lie. Now, let's watch. Please, please. I don't get it. When I created self-reporting, I did that. Ray Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, hey you, I created it when I was training Yarborough. House and car does not show up on credit file. House and car don't show up on credit file unless you screw it up. The self-reporting was going to be house and car. That's it. Whoever this is, you got your telecom self-reporting crap. You did the Experian crap. Stop it. Knock it off. That's crap. Everything you do on that shows 100% utilization. See, that's where it's screwed up. Stop it. This needs to be removed. All that crap. Remove it right away. You got it, number 6367? Okay? Now we look at limits and things. We have Capital One. Capital One, let's watch this. You go on the line to the dashboard. You ask to increase the limit only on dashboard, there's no inquiry. You click it, you're making a payment. It opens another window. It says, I want, over here on the right-hand side. You click it again. Left-hand side on the bottom, increase limits. If you change your projections the right way, it'll increase almost every 46 days, so you do it right. You have authorized user. Well, number one, is that authorized user because you screwed up American Express? It didn't say anything on there. I need to know, did you screw up American Express or Chase? Every one of you, I need to know that. All right, I might have to do a vision of you. Authorized user, you don't need it, okay? Eventually, I'm going to tell you to get rid of it. So we look at the credit. You have two Capital Ones. You have American Express, authorized user. Now look, that American Express has 6% utilization, so that's the blue cash card, by the way. Barclays, you have that. It's authorized user. You don't need that as well. See, because you thought your limits are hurting you, no. Let me get you a big boy or a big girl card. Is that okay if I do that for you? I want to get you a good card because those cards suck. All right, sorry, they suck. Merrick, Bank, and all this. Come on, stop this. We got to get past that crap because this is ridiculous. Okay? You, if you listen to what I just said, 4 months, you'll have 100,000 in personal and up to 100,000 in business if you listen to what I told you to do. 6374. All right, you have no inquiries. Keep it that way. Please keep it that way. Every time I see a client being a ding-dong, I bring the score up. Look at all these inquiries. Look, they give me the invitation. They said I'd get the others pre-approved. Stop it. If you believe that junk mail, I got some swampland for you in Los Angeles. Well, that's Echo Park, so it's really there. Okay. I guess I can't sell you swampland. It's not mine anyway. So what do we do? George, your specialist, you get 10,000 in credit, rapid rescore. Oh my goodness, look at this friggin' mess. Wow. Hey, you got USAA. That means you got basically maybe an access for a Navy. Let's play. Let's find out what we can do. Oh, you got Capital and Credit One. Oh, good, Credit One. See, Credit One was indicted a couple of times. If you look online, they were basically had to pay a settlement, $100 million, a couple of weeks ago. See, Mark, when he started in Nevada, he copied Capital One's logo a little bit, you think? So be careful, but yeah, so what? Credit One can increase the limits for you. You probably have the Platinum, the Visa. You probably have the red card if you have all three. Okay, so if let's watch this. Here is 6374. 6374. They're only getting 10,000 credit. It's not enough. I mean, come on. Let's say I get 10,000 in credit. Okay, 1 or 2 cards, then I'm done. What am I going to do now? I'm done. Wow, done. Then you screw up again. What do? That needs to increase to up to 100,000. Whatever you can afford, increase it today since there's discounts today. Increase it right away. Get hold of George. Very simple. We're going to learn to teach you how to balance all that crap. This person, 6374, because we don't give names out, I can have you to 645 in less than 60 days, and I can get the American Express Gold or Platinum cards if you haven't screwed them up. Got it so far? There's your goal. 6370, no inquiries. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my goodness. You see, you have only entitled, as we designed it, 6 inquiries every 180 days. Chase has a 524 rule. So we have to understand how to play and not screw this up. I look at collections, see I'm looking for American Express or Chase. I don't see it. But again, those aren't big collections anyway. Rapid will go around it, and your cards suck. I don't get it. See, you max them out. These are cards you can't even balance. Why? How do you balance a $500 card at 29%? It's crap. That $200 card of capital, it's probably secured. I need to know what these are. You got to tell us. And then I'm going to show you how to increase the limits and get this down to 29%. Then I'm going to pop you a big card for a big, big boy card or big girl card. This is crap. Okay? Really, it's crap. And you need to get it to 100,000 credit. Chris is your specialist. Simple. My way. Always. I guarantee to get anybody to millionaire. It's easy. I did it in 6 days when I was being walked around from the American Success Journal on Channel 9 TV. I told him 9, I did it in 6, and I'm having steak and lobster. What are you doing? I said, I already did it. Here it is. Silly people. So 10,000, Jay's your special. Okay, look at all this collection crap. We got to go around this, and that's all we got to do. No problem at all. You screwed up Navy? No. Oh, well, you screwed up Navy. What can I say? What can I do? You screwed it up already. You have no credit. You have Chime. 2008, Speedy Cash, don'tbedrugbroke.com, owning, Title Max. Okay, all these companies, Chime, okay, Kick. All their founders came out of my boot camp in 2008 when the rest of the world was being stupid. Stated income, countrywide, that was stupid. I'm going to get you a card, okay, and I'm going to build you up and away. And then I want you to get $50,000, $100,000 in credit, because this is nothing. This is ridiculous. 6368 is going to take you 9 months. No, 6 months. It'll take you 6 months to get 200,000 in credit. I'm going to start popping in credit in the next week or so. Increase that limit so I can add the history now. Again, that's your goal. 5721. This person has not bothered to sign up with Credit Karma. No, Analytical 750. This is crap. Now let's watch what happens. Credit Karma, there's no Experian. It's a joke. I mean, come on. There's no funder to help you. They don't have Experian. How's it going to help you? It's free. Free. You want 10,000 line of credit, rebuild, and a rapid. Okay, Brandy's our floor supervisor, manager, and you had a 628 and you dropped it and screwed it up. Congratulations. You see, the inquiries there are a violation. If they don't tell me a reason why we should help you more, I'm going to close your case come Monday morning. Why would I keep working my butt off to help you and you're not listening to what you signed and agreed to? See, you're supposed to get up to 4 analyzations, not 50. Every time we work on the case, it costs us money. We want to work on people who really know how to listen and turn these up. So this person, I think we should close it. I'll let Brandy know that. Or you can call Brandy right away today or Monday and say, this is the reason I shouldn't close my file. I don't like BS. 99%. Oh, at least you got Navy. See, Navy, I can line it up to give you $20,000 to $50,000 and rebalance your debt. Okay, the other things you have is crap. $300 crap card, $750. I mean, come on, you need 10 cards, 5 to 10,000 each. You need a $750. You need this to never bring the pain home in the first place. You got to knock it off, because right now you're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. Come on, let's knock it off. Why are you doing it the wrong way? What I get told all the time, well, I didn't know any better, Ray. Hey, I've been online or in person for 49 years. Where the blank have you been? That's on you. 6316. 6316, rebuilt rapid 5,000 in credit. Jay's your specialist. That means you bought a program when we gave you bonus credit for 5,000. Okay, bonus. That's what I do for people all the time. The collections are getting around that crap. Rapid will do that too. Here we're at 88%. First Premier. First Premier is the worst card on planet Earth, by the way. It costs 95 bucks to use the card. But luckily, they're little crap cards anyway. If this person would listen and basically increase the limits, they'll charge you 12 bucks, increase the limits to 29% and basically get that gap there, I'll push you to 650 right away. And what do? Let's go get your American Express Gold or Platinum card for the fun of it. You're only getting 5,000 in credit. So I build the card, I'm done. See, the problem is you think we're done. No, I don't want to be done. I want to get you to millionaire. That's the fun game of playing the game with you. This is a game we get to play. We get to win every day, but it's up to you too. 6347. It's a rebuilt. George is your specialist. You get 10,000 of credit. You see what says no inquiries? Please, please keep it that way. I don't want you to crash the rapid into the history I added there, and then I have to charge you a fee, and you're going to be pissed off I had to charge you a fee for you screwed up. People like to blame everyone else for their own screw-ups. We got to get, you screwed up Open Sky, that was your own damn money. That was your own money. You screwed up your own Open Sky? Okay, well, you did it. It's a little too late to do anything about it. Well, you have no credit. Oh, there's no credit. I think I popped a card for this person about an hour ago. Okay. We'll figure it out. I like to pop credit when you have no credit. Isn't that fun? 6347. Oh, it's 46, I'm sorry. So 6346. It's a rebuilt 10,000 of credit. Jay's your specialist. No inquiries. Please keep it that way. Like you, the collection is a little crappy little things. Okay. If you would listen today, you have Chase. Thank you, Jesus. You got Chase. You have Scooter Express, have you? Please no. Lord, we just solved this pieces and loan to value. 6347. In 90 days, you could have 200,000 of credit, corporations and divisions. Again, your 2026 is going to be millionaire status. But you need to increase that 10 to 100,000. It's up to you today. So that's what you need to do right away. 6347, going to balance the debt and put it up and away to 29%. 6342, rebuilt, J. Doesn't say any bonuses, okay? No bonus credit. I don't know why. But again, you have two collection accounts. One's really big. Wow, 13,000. Rapid to go around it. No inquiries. Keep it that way. But you're late. You're late. See, what happens when you're late, it kills your score. When you have 3 payments on time, all right, then it'll go back up with the rapid rescore. If you dispute a late payment, like they say on the social media crap, I'm sorry, they're going to close your account. Every time Capital One says, you say you're not late, Capital One shuts the account. No, you're inquired, there must be not your card. I don't understand those lies, but that's up to you. So you got to be on time to rebuild. Very simple. We got to figure out what is your game plan. Write it down. What is my game plan? I need to convey that to Jay so he can convey it to me. We have a good plan for everybody. But again, if you don't want to listen, that's going to be up to you. At least you got Navy. Ooh, you got 2 Navies. Ooh. By the way, they'll give up to 80,000 on cards and 50,000 line of credit. The authorized users, you don't need them. But again, that's going to be up to you. I'd remove them. But again, I'd like to push this up and away. And quit being late. I get you. This is going to take me 6 months to get to 750. But I can get you halfway there in about basically 90 days if you do what you're told to do. But again, it's up to you. Another person who does credit karma. See the graph? Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what is happening. Chris, your specialist. It's a rebuilt. It's a rebuilt with rapid score. It doesn't say any bonus credit. You did 2 inquiries. You violated the program. That's right there. Is it my fault you applied? No. Are you going to blame me? Yeah, that's not fair. See, you screwed up the program. I didn't. You have collections for Chase. 0 balance, $56 over here. Pay it so I get you another Chase card. Your car's late. Please listen, husbands and wives. When you buy a car jointly, I call that stupid. I'm sorry, but it is. Okay? All right, you basically file tax returns joint. That's good. All right, how we off the S corp, no problem. If we buy a house, again, these are the problems that happen. Write down 1099-C. If your car is repossessed, like here it says we're late, they take the car, they lost money. The creditor is allowed to give you a 1099-C for their loss. Now you have a tax problem. They do the same thing on a house. That's why a car should be in a division, finance, never you. You set yourself up to be a duck and a sheep. And you probably bought the car husband and wife together, which is, sorry, stupid again. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to repackage everything you do my way because what you do sucks, in my opinion. Please don't lose the car. Please be on time with Chase. All right, I can rebuild you, but this person should have 100,000 of credit. It's going to take 4 months. But I got to find out where they screwed it up, those inquiries. It's a violation of the program. Here we have 2,000, 9,000, 11,000. Oh, you have a Chase. Please don't screw these up. Go drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Sell something, please. I had to sell something coming out of the coma. But again, we get to play. You have another Chase right there. Let's balance this crap. If this person takes those cards and balances the crap, okay, right away, 4 months later, they'd have a 750 score and 200,000 of credit. But they have to listen and learn, but it's up to them, number 5419. 6159. There's no inquiries. Thank you, Jesus. From there, you have 1 collection and go around that as well. Scores dropping. See, what happens is because they don't report all bureaus, and Equifax is usually the worst one. They don't report much at all. But these two are like side by side, okay? 5,000 in credit rebuilt. Jake is your specialist. Jake's been sick all week. All right, hopefully we'll be back on Monday. We've been saying is our prayers. No inquiries. Please keep it that way. Please, 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 please. I need to know if you screwed American Express or Chase, because I got to know if I have to do a division of you to get around your problem. So we have a collection. You have no credit. Okay, that's good. Let me pop the credit for you and get it started up and away. Do you get credit? Oh, you get 5,000. Okay. See, the problem, if I get one card at 5,000, I'm done. I don't want to be done. I want you to seriously think, let me rebuild you up to 100,000 so we can get you $1 million dream. Unfortunately, your way, you're going to do it again and again. All of you do this. Most of you have basically taken your credit like a yo-yo 10 times in your life and screwed it up. Stop it. I designed the system so you don't bring the pain home. You got a family. Hell, I didn't get one of those. It pisses me off when you screw it up. 18 points up, 17. Okay, no problem. 53.28. Okay. I love it. MIM, millionaire in the making. That's what it stands for. 30,000 in credit. But this person needs 100,000. Again, that's what Brownie should say. You need $100,000 of credit. Let's watch. We're going to take the cards they have, but help them balance that. But they don't have a big card. They don't have a big mama, big daddy card, okay? That's crap. If I get this person, all right, 1 or 2 cards, I could be done. And then the corporation, I don't have enough 30,000 to spread it to personal and divisions and corps. There's not enough limit there. I need 50,000, 100,000. Upgrade your program. This person can get to millionaire status in 4 months if they want to, but they have to listen and learn. Please do what you're told to do. Here's 6308, 738, all right, 738, 732. That's good. That's how they started. MIM, millionaire in the making, 25,000 in credit. Jay's your specialist. I'd like that to be 100,000, please, but it's up to you. See, what happens is, look at this. All right, Symphony Bank, not 100%. That sucks. Okay, we have basically a credit union. Okay, no problem. We have basically Chase. We can reposition this thing. Let's watch. The bottom cards can help balance the top cards. That makes sense? And what happens is very simple. You have analytical 750 here. Okay, that means I can get 100,000 in credit. What does that mean for me? I'm going to get some big cards for you, like you have here, and get you a lot of corporate and basically division cards. You have Chase, you have Navy. Please don't screw up Navy, please. We could balance this right away. What about American Express? Any problem with that? We need to know that too. So we get to play the game. $100,000 of credit. 4 months later, you're up to 100,000, 200,000 in credit. Get a hold of Jay right away. That is 6308, by the way. Here's 5888. You see it going up? That's rapid rescoring. No inquiries. Jake's your specialist. It's a rebuild. That's it. We're going to rebuild here. Wow. $500. See, you paid 500. We're going to give you 500 back. I always want to refund everybody. It's just me. I want to refund them what they paid. I don't want them to feel that they've been ripped off because they've been ripped off by so many other companies. What do? You have no credit. So let me pop you something up and away out of nothing. Usually that'll be $1,000. All right. So you might have to sign up. What if I overpop you? Here's my problem. If I get you a $1,000 card and it's supposed to be 500 as a bonus, you have 2 choices. You pay 10% for the extra popping, or I shrink it to the $500. I've had 3 people this last month pissed off at me. They didn't pay the difference. They didn't want to. I just shrunk the card and said, then I just gave you what I promised. Well, that's not fair. They're mad at me now. What do I do? Anyway, here's 5674. Rebuilt rapid $500 card. It's what you paid. I want to give you your money back. Why would you do 2 inquiries? Why? You would have crashed your rapid rescore. See, it goes up, plop. You screwed up my history and everything else. You're dropping your points. Is that my fault or your fault? You got all these things in the mail, so you're pre-approved. Capital One, we can increase limits across the board. None of your cards are above $2,000, and that's what sucks. We need to know each type of Capital One credit when you have right there, because we're going to teach you how to balance that and get rid of the problem. Any problem, Chase or American Express. Again, but you only get $500, but you blew it. You screwed up the program. Violated, out. Let's cancel the case. See, that's not fair, is it? Okay, I can build you up and away and stop the inquiries. But I got to charge you a fee to add the rapid again. You got to pay the fee. If you don't pay the fee, what am I going to do? I'm not paying it for you. It's going to be up to you. Please stop screwing my program up, please. 5674. Here is basically rapid, rebuilt, 10,000 credit. Jay's your specialist. Watch. 450s. Is that okay? Rapid works when I designed it 47 years ago for rapid scoring for mortgage companies and for rapid refresh. So we're up 74 points, 68 points, 58 points, no problem. Here you go up and away. See, when I get you to a 645, 649, to me, I can get American Express Gold or Platinum cards. Here we're jacked up, PayPal, okay, goodie, Credit One, Discover, all right, back and forth. This can be rebalanced correctly and get you some big boy, big girl cards because this is crap. This is number 6007. But again, you're only getting 10,000 of credit. See, that's not enough. You need to get 50 to 100,000. You got to increase that now. I get one card and I'm done with you. Are you going to be done? Here's the problem with all of you. Sorry. You're done. You got your score. You get a credit card. Bye-bye. You're all coming back anyway. They always do. They always come back. For the last 49 years, they always come back. Because I'm the best game in town. I'm the number one consultant worldwide because I know my goodies. I help set it up anyway. So guess what? Increase the limit so I can get you to millionaire status. Up to you. But again, here's 5644. Okay. Chris, is your specialist to rebuild. So let's rebuild and be done. We've already got just 50, 60 points. No problem. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this mess. Ah! First Premier. Oh, $95 to activate that card. What do? Well, you're jacked up 123%. Wow. Impressive, huh? First Premier. And what do? 105%. American Express. Please don't screw American Express. I mean, I can turn that American Express into $1 million. Please don't screw it up. Please don't screw it up. That's a blue cash card. Okay, why? Because it's fluctuating. The golds and platinums do not. So what do? This is a total mass rapid rescore. You'll need an expedite. You push it all aside at the same time. I'm looking for Chase. I'm looking for Amex. I don't see them. I see Capital One a little bit. We can go around that anyway. What do? Stop the inquiries. You violated the program already. You're out. Canceled. Is that fair? Probably not. If you allow me, all right, because we have to charge a fee again to put you back in the rapid rescore. You don't pay it, I got to close your case. Sorry, I'm not so screwed up. You did. You could redo this in 6 months or less, have 100,000 in credit, and work on the $1 million dream. That's 5644. 6357. Rebuild 10,000 in credit. Jake's your specialist. Again, he's been sick. He'll be back on Monday. You have Department of Education. Obama in 2013 put in the law says they can't put education on your credit report. There's a way to get that off there anyway. You have Discover. You screw that up. Okay, we got to get around that too. So you get 10,000 in credit. All right, from Jake, no problem. We get to build you up and away. No inquiries, good. Here we're jacked up on all the cards. Wow. We have to balance and play peekaboo and titty. We have to basically teeter-totter back and forth. Maybe I have to get some supply credit as well to build on the cash. We got to solve the problem, and that's all we got to do, get rid of this problem because you've jacked them all up. There's other ways to do this before you jack it up, but you at least have Chase. How about American Express? Again, we could probably play and get you up and away, but you got education there. Let's get that around. Let's get a rapid, get rid of that crap. Let's help you rebalance your debt and show you how to get some credit, maybe supply your vendor as well. Here you got basically 6351. It's a rebuild, 10,000 of credit. You got 2 collections, and then you got First Premier you're late on. First Premier to me is the worst card on planet Earth because it's $95 to use the card, but it's up to you. Here you only get 10,000 credit anyway. Okay, let's get around the crap. Here we're 122% jacked up. So let's understand. You have to pay these down or increase the limits, and there's a couple ways to do that too. All right, do you have any Navy as well? Anybody in your life in military? Are you? Maybe we'd go after some Navy and different things we get to play or supply and vendor credit. You're getting 10,000. All right, no matter what you do, please not be late on First Premier, even though it's a crap card for all as I'm concerned. Maybe you sell something, maybe you drive Uber, Lyft, do something, have a garage sale. That's what I had to do. So again, that's 6351. Here's 6340. Rebuilt, rapid, 10,000 credit. Jay's your specialist. Again, the goal is to get your scores up and away. Here we have all this collection crap. Get around that through a rapid rescore. And you have no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Milestone, 2%. I would tell you, oh, you got kick. Wow, kick. Oh. They came out of my boot camp in 2008, the founders of that. Oh, well, you really don't need kick. All right, put a little more, 25% on that card. Let me use rapid to go around this. Let me pop you a bigger card, please. Then I'll build you up and away. You need about $50,000 of credit as well. This is going to take you 6 months. By the way, you have a lot of crap there. Fair 6350. Rebuilt, rapid score, $5,000 bonus credit from Chris. No inquiries, no collections. Good, congratulations. No credit, that's even better because I'll build you the first card. I did 3 of these earlier today. Each one got a $3,000 or $1,000 card right off the gate. That's 5350. Here's 6350. Okay, here's 6379. Rapid, rebuilt, 10,000 bonus. Lawrence is your basically specialist, and all you have is collection crap. There's no inquiries. Please keep it that way. See, look at what's happening. Okay, Lawrence, we got you to 717, 724. You have collections and no inquiries. Well, look what happens. Even though you're jacked up a little bit, Rapid's pushing it up and away. Rapid always pushes things up and blocks the crap. Rebalancing this isn't going to be hard to do at all. If it's rebalanced at 29%, this person here literally could have 750 scores in 4 weeks. If it takes 6 weeks, it's up to them. It's as fast as you put it together. But please get up to 100,000 of credit because it'll help you build the American dream. 6376. It is a rapid. It is basically rebuilt and 5,000 credit. George is your specialist. What? Oh my goodness! Look at all this crap. Everything you did is collection crap. Well, there's Chase. You screwed them up. Okay. All right. There's American Express. You screwed them up too. You'll need a division of you to get new ones in the future, by the way. That is one pile of crap. What do we do? Well, you got basically credit, symphony. All right, little balance here. I can rebuild this no matter what. The worst case was the 240. Rapid goes around the mess. Okay, you're getting basically 5,000 in credit, no problem. Got to get around the crap. I'm going to probably tell you to change an address, okay? Because I want to block the crap and find out what address you build all that crap at. And I'm going to show you how to block all the crap in the first place. Balances will build you up and away. That person's going to be 7 months, by the way, for all that crap. 6074. Rebuilt, no credit at all. George, your specialist. You have collections and no inquiries. That's good. Most of the collections are small. Okay, I'm looking always for Chase or American Express. Don't see them. I'll need to know. It says no here. That's good. Chime. Oh, good. Let's get Chime. You don't need Chime. That's crap. Your Navy is a secured card. So we're going to get rid of Chime. I'm going to position you to get Navy to get a card for 10 to 20,000 and build you a bunch of cards up to 80,000 and get some line of credit for you as well. That's number 6074. From there, this will take this person here literally 4 months to do this. But again, there's no credit to the bonus. I guess I'm not building you credit. All right, find out from George, get 100,000 credit today if you want to. It's simple. 6018, rebuilt, rapid score, 5,000 credit. George is specialist again. And what do you got? You got 2 inquiries. Why? All right, again, you're bringing it down versus up. You have a collections of Verizon. What do we do? Well, we got a capital one that was on 5/2/2025 denied. Okay, we need to find out why. Was it a driver's license issue? What was the issue? Because it said yes. But again, what do we do here? If we balance all this to 25% across the board, any problem, American Express or Chase, we can push it back to 770 again and again. But you got to stop the inquiries. What happened with Lowe's? What happened with factual data? What happened with Chase? We need to understand these things that you went through the process to do. So again, please reach out to your specialist, George, today or Monday. That's the ultimate goal. 6041, it's a rebuilt rapid, 5,000 of credit, then they added 25. So we got 30,000 in credit. David's your specialist. No inquiries, and we went up and down, up and down. See, this is what's happening. You're playing the up and down show. What do we have? All these collections showing up. What happens here? We got that $500 card at 102%. So let's understand, Connect always shows up on personal, even if it's business. You have Chime, wow. Chime's usually a 0. Let's get you a card, any problem American Chase, and let's get you what I call a big boy card, big girl card, depends what you are, boy or girl. And then let's get around that crap, and let's build you some credit. You will not need Chime. And that, credit union, okay, let's get down now to 29%. That's all we have to do. 6066, it's a rebuilt. All right, George's special doesn't show any credit here at all as a bonus. So again, get up to 100,000. 72 points, 68 points, 23. We're pushing up and away with the rapid rescore. You have no credit. Congratulations, you have a collection of that item. So here's rapid pushing up nothing, and the score is going up and away. There it is. So what do? We build a credit card. That's the goal, again and again. Position the right way, any problem, American Express or Chase. So this is a person, it'll take 4 months to get them 100,000 in credit in corporate division process. And then they're 2026, they have their New Year resolution that can actually come true this time. It's up to you. 6110, 608, 690, 604. 54 points, 2 points, 5 points. Okay. It's a rapid rebuild, 10,000 in credit. Chris, your specialist. So we're making you go up, and away. That's the ultimate goal. Got it so far? No inquiries. Please keep it that way. All right, the collection is going to get around that. You got an open sky. By the way, you didn't need to put $1,000 in open sky. I always say 200, 250 at the most, but it's your money. All right, you can kill money if you want to. It's up to you. From here, we have that $1,000 card. The score is going up and away. Rapid's helping with the new card as well, 25% going around this. It's time for us to pop you a bigger card. You're getting 10,000 in credit. Please increase it to 100 so you can add the history right away. Then I can pop all over you in the corporation and division process too. Any problem here in Express and Chase, let us know. And that's 6110, by the way. Here's 6129, and it's a rebuild with 10,000 in credit. Jay's your specialist. So it's going up, down, okay. Depends on the creditor. So up and down, up and down. All right, that's what you're doing to yourself. Inquiries, you got one, no, good, leave it that way. A collection's a little one, you have no credit. I'll build you the first card for you, and that's the goal. Or we promise you up to 10,000 in credit. This is gonna take 90 days, by the way. Again, get around that as well. You might even have to pay off that little collection as a little bit and settle it some way. But let's find out a couple things first. That's 6129. Here's 6083. All right, it's a rebuilt rapid. It's Christopher, which is Chris, one of our managers. All right, what happens is the score is going down, 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 and went up, and away, and you crashed it and screwing it up too. What is that happens? Well, let's see. No inquiries, that's good, but you're late. Late kills your credit. Please stop it. Please stop it. You have Navy. All right, I can position you correctly with Navy and all the things you can do and understand how to play this game to win and get around certain things for you as well. You're late on things. Child support. I don't know what happened in that situation, but that's one issue I will not go into. Okay, the difference is you own child support, pay it. If you owe it, pay it. That's just my recommendation to anybody. You create the child, you take care of the child. That's how it works, in my opinion. From there, what do we got? All right, and balance this debt right away. I can get this, but it has no bonus credit. Okay, how much credit do they get? All right, talk to Christopher. It should be 100,000, by the way. Maybe we can solve the child support and everything else we got here going on. Late's killing your credit, by the way. Stop it. Rebalance the debt. Any problem, Express or Chase. Here's 5495. And the good thing is you're using analyticals. You have all three scores. That's what we need. 16 points, 17 points, 6 points. Okay. From here, we got inquiries. Why? Why would you do inquiries? Chase doesn't want to give you a card yet. Okay. Well, look at all this mess. Wow. Look what we've got. Got American Express, okay. It's got a zero limit, all right, it's 98.55 balance. It's probably a gold card because it's not fluctuating. And then from there we look at the list. There's a Chase. Okay, there's 3 Chases, they're all $500. That's kind of crap. So you wasted an inquiry. Listen, understand something. Chase has a 524 rule. 5 cards in 24 months, everything's a no. You already wasted 3. And what do you got now? All right, you're going to go Chase for $500? I mean, that's ridiculous. Why didn't you let us do our job? Because this is kind of crazy. What did you do? Inquiries, that violates the program. You're out of the program now. Unless you basically talk to Chris why you did it and, we justify maybe you paid a violation or something. I don't know. But again, that's ridiculous. Why? But again, at least you got a card. No problem, American Express too. So the goal for all of you is understand, no matter how bad your credit is, you have made it going up and down for most of your life anyway. With rules and tools, knowing that you don't jack these up ever again, and these don't fluctuate, and 1,000 other rules and tools to give you tomorrow in the classes, I think you got to pay attention because it'll stop your up and down show. The goal is to help you every step of the way. The Reynolds University is a nonprofit 501c3. So today, what you purchase, if we reach our goal for 100,000, 10% goes to them, and that's the ultimate goal for all of us. If you like me, please put a Google review. If you don't like me, please leave me alone. I'm just trying to help people like you. The reality is not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes you. It's how it works, unfortunately. Corporations are legal people. It's right there again, chapter 18. You want to be a millionaire? The answer is no. You should focus on being a millionaire corporation and a puppet master. It takes 9 divisions for 9 locations, 9 divisions for 9 lines of credit. That means it's 18 divisions, and that's how it works. So if you have a card, personal business, whatever you have, if you want me to daisy chain it, I charge $1,000 per card. No problem. And I'll get you up to 9 to 10 more. That's no problem at all. Today, 1 card instead of $1,000 is $4.99. Zelle only. 3 cards are $6.99. Zelle only. Again, I can help you get up to that $1 million dream if you want to by multiplying cards and creating my process called daisy chaining of credit. But it's up to you. No matter what card you have, it can be daisy chained. But again, it's like somebody new says, oh, what do I do? Well, I want 10,000 in credit. Okay. You Zelle $1,000. I'll give you the 10,000. Every card you get after that, you give me 10% of every card and keep building credit again and again. Today, it's been discounted $6.99 because we want to help a good cause. That's you. We won't stop building credit till you tell us to, or we reach up to $1 million. And that's how it works. It's called my Build and Pay program. Some people, I'll just give 5,000 or 50 or 100,000, do it. Because it's easier that way, it's just adding the history right away. See, I have to add history to your corp, to your divisions, and you that helps me build the credit. It's a Zelle, or you call the office at 800-254-9506. They will charge 5% more if you use a card. Division process. Give me a name, person, corporation, whatever you want. I add history to it. I can build credit files instantly. If I want separate billing, I need separate tax ID. I usually don't do that until I want basically separate billing right away. Here they are, divisions like $1,000. It comes with tax ID and history, and it comes with basic Spear and Treasurer and Equifax. Today, since you're trying to help a cause right away, you get 18 for $9.99 today if it's Zelle. From there, you can get your 18, you can get your 36, you can get your 72, or your 100 you need for subdivisions. If you Zelle, you save 10%. If you don't Zelle, use the card. They're going to charge you a little bit more on the card as well because of the 5% the bank charges us. Goal. A call with me today, if you're basically Zelling dollars and everything else, I want you to put your phone number on the Zelle and the message right there because I'm going to have someone schedule an appointment with you. I want to be on the phone with you for about 10 or 15 minutes. Is that okay? If you want to call just by the side of that, you just want me to talk to you about other things, instead of $500 today, it's $299. There you go. From there, if you want 25,000 in credit, usually 10%. Instead of 2,500 today, it is $999. All right, if you Zelle, you save 10% on that. If you want 50 instead of 5,000, it's $29.99. Save 10% on that too. If you want that 100,000 in credit instead of 10,000, instead of the 8,000 they wanted, I discounted it to $4,999. If that is a Zelle only, I will double it to 200,000 in credit today, but it has to be a Zelle. If it's not a Zelle, sorry, you're not getting 200,000 in credit. All right, the ultimate goal is there's your Zelle, the office phone number to help you guide your Zelle step by step, and it's Zelle now. That's the ultimate goal. Being a puppet master. All I saw as a kid was on the 1st and the 15th, they were meaner to me. I didn't like to be used and abused. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I just wanted out of hell. Every time I study rich and famous people, I look at what they had to do and how they kept their money. Puppet master made sense to me. I don't want to own anything. I learned that at 8.5 years old. I want to be a corporation, control it, own the pieces, and if something screws up, get rid of the piece. Banks, grocery stores, and cities do this. Okay? Shaq does not basically make pizzas. For the stunt he did for one day, but he's a puppet master. A puppet master. You invest your dollars. Linda took the Hyatt Hotel in Texas. She named it the Blueprint Apartments now. That's a $27 million project. Warren Buffett's a puppet master. What happens? 1,013 divisions. Boring and steady. I told you to take a picture earlier today. Hope you did. The goal is to basically understand how to play the game to win. It's always been a game to me. Being a puppet master means we're going to take and get you up to 10,000, 100,000 a month. Now, I don't think you're going to get to $1 million. I did that per day. You could. I have clients that do that, but it's going to be up to you. There's a lot of work in that. So let's focus on 5,000 to 10,000 a month right away. What do? We're going to focus on American Express for Blueprint Loan. We're going to focus on check with money with Chase. Again, that's what we're going to do. We have to have show bank accounts. If you don't have 30 transactions, 100,000 in and out of your bank accounts, they're not going to give you these things. I do when we partner up. We can play that game too. You're going to put some money in an escrow. When I build it up for you, you put the money in escrow. I don't touch that money ever. You're going to be in a coaching program for 1 year if you do this. What's going to happen is you're going to go after 6 escrows in 2026. 25,000 down. You took it off a line of credit called checkbook money, maybe a Blueprint loan, laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. The average is $3,200 a month for your corporation. Now it enhances after the bills are paid. Project 2 is $50,000, average is $5,600 a month. That's a storage unit and 4-plex. Now we're adding more people, $75,000 more of a deposit. Seller finance, $7,500 a month. Project 4, $100,000. Now we got $96,20. It's always been a numbers game. It's how it's always been. The goal is projects and a management company. A year later from now, you could actually have $100,000 a month. Each division having an income buoyant and steady. But again, it's up to you if you want to play with me. We get to play and win every step of the way. Your corp will have a division. Under the division process I created 8586, it will be 4A. One of my corps will have number 4, then we'll have a B and a C. We're going to basically understand how to play, and I've been doing that since 1987 anyway. Kind of fun stuff. If you play with me in a coaching program, it used to be $100,000, and we didn't do it unless paid in full. We got 10 people a day doing that and other things as well. So right now, you're going to get stuck with me, and I want to give you $200,000 of credit. I want to be on the phone with you every 3 weeks telling you what to do. I want to blueprint you right away. And I want you to do that coaching for 1 year. And by the way, you'll probably do it for the rest of your life anyway. That's how it works. Today, that is $27,000. If you did it today only, it is $10,000 paid in full. If you did that by Zelle, all right, what needed to be done, what happens next is you're getting $200,000 in credit. Okay? You can use a card if you want to, but that's 5% on the card. If you want to put $2,500 down today, and on today or later on or Monday, figure out how you're going to pay the balance or work it out with the specialist, you can do that too. But that $2,500 down, you get $100,000 of credit, not $200, because it's not paid in full, unless you paid it within a day or two. If you did, I'll still give you $200,000, but it's going to be up to you. You're stuck with me now. There's your Zelle, and the ability to call now, and always good. 800-254-9506. If you did the coaching thing and you did $10,000, this is free. The event is coming on the 15th and 16th about nonprofit, certifying, helping you get your exemption from the IRS as well. But it's going to be up to you. It's free if you did it today. Ultimate goal. If you want me to coach your current business, I do that for people all the time too. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, not a problem. The ability to help them get to million to billion. It's not that difficult, by the way. If we take the American Express Platinum cards on the dashboard, it says, would you like 99 more? It says it on the Gold card too. I prefer the Platinum card, or getting the Blueprint loan, but it's up to you as well. Now what's going to happen is they want your corporation, right, and I'm going to help you do all this process, to have 30 transactions per month for 90 days, and they want to see $100,000 in and out of your bank account. If you don't have it, I do. We can do something on that as well, but it's up to you. I can take your corp and make a division of my corp, and we can tie it into my bank accounts for you. As I exercise the card showing I'm making the payment, then we can get you the $250, put it into an escrow as well, but it's up to you. From there, again, this is the Blueprint loan, and that's what they called it years ago. From there, what do? Up to $250,000. Now, if you don't have the bank statements, this is one of our lowest accounts. This is going to basically be one of them, $500,000 a month in and out raised credit, okay? It's not the one we push a lot of things through, but it's just what it is, $500,000 a month. I think we can show the transactions and the average balance. What do you think? That helps you. But if I have to take a division from your corp into my corp and do this to help you with the bank account verification, we can do that, but I usually charge $5,000 to do that. If we get the Blueprint loan, I don't charge you up front. I only charge that after you close an escrow and you have income. I won't back you in a corner and have to pay something you can't afford to pay. The difference, that's usually $5,000 to do that. Today, because we're trying to help other people and everything, we're trying to even help you. If you did it today, okay, using the accounts and tying it up and away, It is $1,999. But that's a Zelle only situation. What happens is Zelle. Simple to do, and it's a now. Call the office right away. Talk to a specialist, please. 800-254-9506. Our goal, and my goal, is to help people. I have everything I've ever wanted. And if I want someone, go get it. I don't have a problem with that. So me, I haven't had a paycheck for 40 years. I don't carry a personal bank account. I'm never going to say I'm rich. I think that's called stupid. I maintain rich corporations, and I'm a puppet master. If you brought in referrals today, you would have made 10%. Once you gather them up and do this picture and do it for tomorrow, and I guarantee you 10% for every referral you get. Would you like a check? Would you like a Zelle? Would you like store or credit? So we got to look behind that curtain every time. That's all I've done all my life. They told me no. No, it didn't mean no. It means they didn't know how. Me, I'm going to stay safe and strong. I'm going to do my best. Let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that too. I want to change the world before I die again. I think the next time it's permanently. I'm praying for another 50 years. But again, if I was you right now, I'd be calling 800-254-9506. The office is going to close soon. I want you to have the ability to talk to them right away. I'd like you to get in all the classes tomorrow as well. I'm going to invite all of you for free for 5 classes stuck with me. What a concept. Free. Trying to really help people like you. We're all going through things. See, when you have money or do other things, you're a puppet master. When you have problems, it's bigger problems. Everything's a pain in the ass act. Everybody has old crap days. But again, we have to fight through the pain. 800-254-9506. Always remember, we got to do our best. What Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget the end of the day. Simple. God loves us all.